Hello, everybody, and welcome to another fantastic, amazing, jam-packed, scandal-ridden episode of the Pro Crastinators podcast. I am Tom Oliver, introing the episode today, and with us we have the master of disaster himself, Munchy J. Trump.
This is a true anecdote. Every single time I open up Audacity record PCP, I'm like, today, I'm kind of low energy. I don't really want to, I don't really want to be crazy or anything. I don't want to scream or anything. I'm just going to take this PCP chill, and it's going to be a chill PCP. And then whenever Nate's like, welcome to the PCP, I just get that fucking fire in me. I just have to ruin the episode with my interjections.
The low energy of Jeb seeps out of you, and the high energy of Trump seeps in.
Exactly.
Yes. Please, and on that note, please clap for Nate.
Please clap. I need that validation.
We got Ben Saint with us as well.
Hey guys, sorry I haven't been on a PCP in a while. I've been really busy with life stuff. Sorry if my voice sounds weird. I'm kind of sick. That's actually true. I woke up today with a terribly sore throat. I know it's going to get worse. I'm sipping on some hot tea featuring apple cider vinegar with, quote, the mother, which is a very spooky thing for an apple cider vinegar bottle to say.
It sounds
the mother is apparently some kind of set of organic compounds that are filtered out in the non-organic, in like the non-raw.
Mother 3, the translation we never got. That fantastic game. Instead, it was distilled and shoved into apple cider vinegar. How unfortunate.
That reminds me of that movie with Jay Lawrence, Mother. You know the one? She rips out her heart.
You mean Doom starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
How was that? I hear it was the worst movie ever.
No, I watched it. It was great. They had the guns in the movie.
There's a whole first-person sequence at the end. Isn't that like the climax of the movie?
My god.
That sounds kind of cool, like a hardcore Henry-style sequence.
Yeah, but like 10 years before that.
Weird to have it in an otherwise non-first-person movie, right?
Because it's like at the end, and if you're watching the movie, and you're like, oh, but where's the video game? Then you see the first-person view, and you're like, oh, there it is,
like at the very end, at the very end of this 2-hour movie, they finally give you what you've been waiting for and make you feel like you're playing a video game.
You know what they missed? You know what we didn't get with that? We didn't get Doom the movie, the game.
You're right.
It's just a modified WAD of Doom, like the original, but they replaced Doom Guy's face with a pixelated version of The Rock's face.
Yeah,
that would have been the best thing ever.
Well, I imagine, because this is what every the movie, the game thing is. It's just it's a third person, almost collectathon, but linear. It's like a weird mish of genres that don't complement one another very well. It's terrible. So I'm just imagining this really super saturated chibi Doom guy running around collecting jiggy pieces.
Only for the Game Boy Advance.
Doom Guy Kazooie, the greatest platformer ever.
There's a Serious Sam on Game Boy Advance.
There is.
First person shooter. It looks fucked as hell. It looks very interesting.
I just happened to watch slight update to my life. I actually have watched a couple AVGN episodes recently. I'm changing my life in a positive way. And
what, had you never seen them before?
I'd seen one, but never was into the guy or had watched his stuff. I know it's weird. But I'd watched some of his.
How are you a YouTuber and not been into AVGN?
I was into JonTron. I just got into the game late.
I think I was probably in college when AVGN started getting big, and I kind of missed the boat on it. I went back maybe a year or two ago and marathoned a lot of it, just sort of on playlist. And
I feel that coming for me one of these days.
It's all right.
But I was just saying that he did a Tomb Raider episode, and there's a port of Tomb Raider 1 for the N-Gage, the original PS1 game, which is fucking sick.
I remember when that was coming out. That blew my mind that they could put that on a phone. It was crazy.
It's the full fucking game. It's the full game.
In portrait, because the N-Gage screen was a portrait screen, really low resolution, and had a shitty little D-pad.
And apparently, to get the game in, this is fascinating. Okay, if you want to put in a new game in your fucking N-Gage, you pop off the back, take out the battery, put in the SD card behind the battery, put the battery back in, close it, and then you're ready to game.
That's because you're playing the bullshit taco N-Gage. You need to get the N-Gage QD, the remaster version that's better. They redesigned it. It's sick.
Is it really sick, or are you lying to our audience?
No, it's fucking shit. It's an N-Gage. And I unironically want to own one day. But yeah, do you know how you took phone calls on the original N-Gage? You had to hold it on the side. So you had to hold it Like, it's basically like if you had an iPhone and, like, you put the edge with the buttons up to your ear to talk to it, that's how you talked on an N-Gage. It was ridiculous.
Man.
It was the worst thing of all time, and I want one horribly badly.
Speaking of SD cards, I just bought on a total whim. I bought Omega Ruby. I bought Pokemon Omega Ruby.
Steve's got some choice words to say about that game.
Yeah,
as I
think the whole world has some choice things to say about that. How do you like that Battle Frontier? How are you enjoying it, Ben?
I haven't actually used it yet. I haven't actually played any of it.
It's a joke because the Battle Frontier isn't in it.
I almost fell for it. I almost said, like, oh, yeah, it's pretty good. It's got some problems. It's flawed, but it's pretty good. No. I don't know. Shut up.
I hear it's not good, is what I hear. Is that true, ladies and gentlemen?
I mean, I've heard people say that it's the best. Like,
what have you heard say that?
No,
I have seen people. Okay, maybe it was just a joke, but it seemed like on 4chan, like on the Pokemon
yeah.
Ben,
that's a joke. That's a joke. That's an extreme
really?
joke. Yeah,
is it really? Okay.
No, yeah.
From what
Everyone
I've heard,
on
it's
4chan
not
hates it.
well loved.
They absolutely hate that game. They think it's the worst.
Do people
game ever.
prefer like the actual Gen 3 games to the Omega remakes?
Yeah, they prefer Emerald.
I fucked up.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, whatever.
You I think you literally have fell for a meme. I think you saw one thread that was like, dude, why can't we go back to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire? You read the title, and then all the replies saying that game was shit, and then you're like, you know what? Like, I just read
a thread. This was like a couple years ago, I think. I just read a thread of people being like, what's the best gen? And like a lot of people were in there saying Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, so I just thought, I guess those are pretty popular.
Zoomers, left and right, loving their Omega whatever.
Disgusting.
Alpha whatever.
They need to be killed. We need to call the Zoomers.
Also,
we have to stop human progress.
Do you remember when you get like to like the sixth gym, like you just get to the second part of the game, and then out of nowhere, like not in the original game, just like out of nowhere, Latias shows up and is like, "Hey, do you want to capture me, Latias?"
Oh God, yeah, I know that happens and it makes me mad.
That is
that the one where someone just gives you a Lucario too?
That's in Gen 6.
Okay. No,
they're both Gen 6. I'm sorry.
No,
I meant X and Y.
Yeah,
no, someone just gives you Lucario in that. In X and Y. You know what I'm thinking? Someone giving you a Riolu.
That's the one I skipped. So
but the Riolu, someone gives you an egg that has a Riolu in it. So I feel it's slightly
That's like
different.
better. At least you have to kind of work to get a Lucario.
Sort of, I guess. Like, I don't know. Yeah, like, didn't they give you an Eevee egg in the original game, in Gen 1? Right?
Gen 1 doesn't have eggs.
It doesn't?
Wait, it doesn't?
Yeah, no. There's no eggs in Gen 1.
There's no breeding.
No.
I guess I'm thinking
I know there's no breeding.
Whatever.
When
you get an Eevee from somebody if you go in like the back.
They give you an Eevee egg in Sun and Moon. What are we talking about?
Isn't there like graffiti in one of the buildings where you can get the Eevee egg? I think if you like click on one of the walls and you read like someone was here.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Was it like a meme programmer?
I think so. Something like the Bloods were here, like the Crips were here.
How could I forget about that? The Blood Reds and the Crip Blues, the legendary rivalry.
All this talk of Pokemon is getting me real angry. So let me take a long sip of my off-brand LaCroix here and just relax for a second.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God, Nate. I just come up with some totally organic, natural conversation starter point based on you drinking that LaCroix. Just you drinking that drink made me think of a totally organic thing to say currently, thusly, continue. There's a lawsuit against LaCroix. It's happening.
It can't be. No.
Yeah.
What's so tell me the deets. What's up?
Okay, is it about cancer? Does it cause cancer? Is that something?
Everything does.
Yeah, okay. Yes, but more like it will kill you. Like not like in a cancer.
Can I just point out?
Way, but it will
Can I just
kill
point
you,
out?
now.
What the fuck?
It has been so bizarre to see the from 0 to 100 spread of LaCroix over the last year or two. I have no idea how that happened, or even why anyone buys it, including me. But
why do you buy it? You fuck?
Is a terrible
I guess because
drink.
it's slightly more pleasant than just drinking water. It's actually kind of worse.
Yeah.
And then and the other thing is the convenience of just grabbing a can of something and drinking it instantly.
I agree 100%.
Is enjoyable.
That is the only reason I buy it. Is because I'm conditioned to like canned drinks.
Yeah.
And this is just a way of weaning myself off the poison that is
the
soda.
first time I ever had it was at Ben's house in Atlanta, and I drank it, and he was like, "What do you think?" And I was like, "Good."
I don't really like. It's okay.
Nobody likes LaCroix.
I have negative associations with LaCroix, but mostly I just like. I like soda better, and like I don't think soda is poison, Tom. Like,
but
it has flavor at least.
I think it's not
keto though. Isn't it poison by default now?
Oh God, this is my fucking pet peeve. People that don't fucking understand what diet soda is. Oh my God, they're everywhere. Okay. They're everywhere, infecting society. It's so simple. Oh God,
I want to know.
There's no sugar in diet soda.
Well, isn't it made of derivative of sugars though, or something?
How is it not real soda?
It's like gay.
What Nate? What'd you say?
If it's you can't have diet and soda at the same time. It's not the same thing.
Is it not made of like sugar derivatives that just can't be digested?
Sugar derivative. Yeah, sure, but that doesn't count because you don't digest them.
I mean, I guess so.
No, I guess so. It's fucking cut and dry. There's no fucking gray area here.
Well, okay. I mean, okay. If I have like a 4-piece puzzle and I remove one of the pieces, I still have the 3 pieces. Can I really say this isn't the puzzle anymore?
That's the most insane thing.
That's the worst. That's the stupidest thing anyone's ever said.
Maybe not a puzzle.
Ben, like, I don't deny what you're saying at all. It is 100% true that diet soda is fine. But like, why this righteous indignation? Is this like a big thing that happens all the time?
If I raised my son to be in the military, I had my beautiful baby boy with me, and I cut off his legs, would he not be my son anymore, Ben?
No, I mean, yeah, Ben. Why are you taking this position, Ben? What's wrong with you, monster?
It's like, it's like, I don't know. It's like if people thought that like there really were like little people in the television, and you're just like. And you're like, no, you see, it's just an image, right? Like, it's just an image projected on the screen, and people were like, yeah, I guess you're right, but you know, it's kind of like, it's kind of like there's little people in the television, right?
They look like people. They look like they're little people.
Mostly little people in the television, right? Like, no. You're an idiot.
Okay, look, all that really matters is, so does consuming this in any way interfere with the whole point of ketosis and the whole keto diet?
Right?
Some people don't play well with certain artificial sweeteners.
Yeah,
so for some people it might, Tom was
Mm-hmm.
asking me about heavy cream before the stream. But for some people, artificial sweeteners aren't good for keto, but it depends on the person. And in general, yeah, they're fine. As like a general
I think keto is becoming Ben's equivalent to Nate's
Holocaust.
Starfleet. or Holocaust, which we all know that you love to talk on and on about.
No, look, my anger is not, it's not a keto thing, it's just, like, Munchy,
it's that old keto rage. It's really spiking his endorphin
You're not
levels.
innocent. You're not innocent, because, like, I talked to you and Kazi about, like, soda, and you both did, like, a thing that was, like, I don't know if you're still doing it, but you were like, yeah, we're both cutting out soda because, like, soda, you know, is bad for you because of sugar. Yeah. And I'm like, well, what about diet soda? It doesn't have any sugar. And you both are like, yeah, but it's still soda. Like, there's still kind of little people in the television, so I guess I should.
Ben, the only reason I don't want to drink diet soda is because I don't like the way that it tastes. Like, universally, I don't like the way
that's
that
a whole,
tastes.
that's a,
well, there's
all right,
that. And
that's
like,
a whole other can of worms, and I don't understand people that think that diet soda tastes bad.
Well,
but I know that's
the
like taste, like that's just up to an individual, so I can't argue with that. I don't understand it, but I can't argue with it.
I've drank nothing but water and juice for years, and then like Michelle turned me on to LaCroix, and we'd be getting that for a little while, you know, LaCroix variants or whatever. And like I feel like it is a gateway to soda. Like because I'm drinking these, I'm way more likely.
But it's like it's like vaping, right? Like yeah, you could argue that vaping is like a gateway to smoking. But you could also say that like if you smoke, like drink soda, and you could vape instead. And maybe it has, like, none of the negative... Maybe you can replace the one bad thing with this less bad thing that doesn't have the negative side effects.
Going that way. Going that way makes sense. But if you're already straight edge, then, like, why even entertain any of these?
Vaping could be a gateway to smoking.
Drinking calories life.
Yeah.
Vaping could be a gateway to smoking.
I would never drink a calorie, except for heavy cream.
But vaping could also be a gateway to quitting, depending on which way you look at it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, okay, for a smoker, getting into vaping could definitely be a step in the right direction.
Exactly.
To, like, a healthier life.
You guys in your Huel, I want the post-food life to be, like, calories or individual, like, Cheerios, and each Cheerio is 1 calorie.
And you just count them out?
Yeah.
You count out exactly 2,000 every morning?
Yeah, and then I can divide each meal by 10, so it's easy to multiply and/or divide, so my breakfast can be like 100 calories.
I do have my Huel right with me right now, as a matter of fact, incidentally. I'm on my second, I restocked recently, by the way, so I've got 2 more bags fresh, ready to go. Feeling good about
Before we
life.
actually return to the LaCroix lawsuit, I just want to shill. I just want to shill for some free advertising for tea. If you are like wanting to get out the soda life, I highly recommend
David's
tea because tea is the best food. It is the best.
Are you talking about
drink
like
to have.
I'm drinking tea right now. As I said, tea with apple cider vinegar with quote the mother.
Tea.
Loose leaf tea is great. Uncle Ira was right the whole time. Tea is the best.
There requires prep work though. A lot of people are too lazy.
Oh no,
to want
very
to
little, very like 10 minutes at most.
You know what you can do?
You
can take this is what me and my housemates do. We'd have like a big mason jar, like a gallon mason jar. And we put tea bags in it, and you could put it in the fridge and let it steep. And like by the next day, you'll have like cold brew tea. And you can make, and you don't have to like spend any time.
The danger there is oversteeping, because if you oversteep, it gets really bitter.
I'm
I guess.
fine with fair stuff. What I do is I have David's tea steeper, and I can just it's a super simple like streamlined.
I actually enjoy iced tea more. I actually enjoy my tea cold more often than hot.
Iced tea is sick.
Totally.
I'm just drinking it hot today because of my throat.
Yeah, I almost only. Drink
what
iced
I
tea.
would do when I wanted to make like iced tea or iced coffee, because like back at my other house we had one of those water like coolers, but it had hot and cold water. You had both.
Yeah.
So what you would do is you would just take the hot water, you'd steep the tea in that really quickly, and then you just mix that with the cold water, and then it would get iced really quickly.
I want to tell my first interaction with LaCroix. Nate, do you remember our cousin Alex's wedding? You were there,
of course.
Right? Yeah, a nightmare.
Well, I don't think I was there, but I remember.
You weren't? Oh, I was there. I hated it. It was horrible.
Okay, I believe you.
But they had LaCroix. I'd never seen LaCroix before, but they had LaCroix. And, I think something was going on. I was like kind of over in a building. I was going out to like go back to the tent that everyone was fucking around in or whatever. And I grabbed a LaCroix, thinking that because it has like a fruit flavor, right? It says like, pear or whatever, and I was like, oh, okay.
Like, in the factory where LaCroix is canned, like elsewhere in like a separate section, they're like processing fruit. Like that's how they make LaCroix.
Yeah. So I start drinking it, and I'm like, well, God, because I am expecting something sweet and like pear flavored, but it's something that's just sort of smells like a pear, but it doesn't taste like anything.
Why? That was what I was about to bring up next. How can something that smells as good as LaCroix taste so disappointing?
Yeah,
like it's a fucking trap.
So I went to the this was pre-keto, obviously. I went to the bar. Like there was an open bar, but it had been like abandoned because like dinner was about to start. And I just went behind the bar. It was an outdoor thing, and I just grabbed some grenadine and like just poured some grenadine into it to try and sweeten it. Someone thought I was trying to spike my drink, but I was like, no, I'm just trying to make this LaCroix taste like real
your
soda.
Own drink? Huh? Is that like a problem? Like, were they like, "Hey, don't spike that drink"?
They laughed. They're like, trying to get wasted, huh? I was like, no, just kind of doesn't taste very good.
It is a wedding where people do drink, but okay, whatever.
Yeah, no, they weren't criticizing me. They were just like, all right. Haha, this guy is about drinking. I was like,
yeah,
you and me, buddy. Yep.
So that's it.
Best smelling LaCroix, passion fruit.
The LaCroix lawsuit is that LaCroix is sparkling water, and people are saying that is false advertisement because it says that LaCroix is a natural drink. It is advertised as a natural drink, and it's saying that sparkling water is not natural.
All right,
because it's like the carbonation is artificially added.
Yeah. Munchy, are we talking about
natural ingredients?
They're saying to carbonate it, they have to use pesticides and stuff like that.
All right, yeah. That's the whole thing. Like,
okay.
There's like a chemical from like cockroach insecticide that they use in LaCroix, and people are really upset about it.
Okay, now I'll be happy to hear people out and see if this lawsuit goes forward. But like, for example, there's also probably like carbon in like some like poison, and then like, hey, there's also carbon in the stuff that we eat every day. That's fucked up, dude. It's the same shit that's in poison. So like,
I don't think the claim is that it's poisonous. I think the claim is that it's artificial.
Well, okay. All right. Well,
this sounds like somebody in California really just wants some money. That's what this lawsuit sounds like.
California really just thinks GMOs are real.
Yeah, this is my mom. My mom is the one with this lawsuit. Right?
I gotta tell. There's like some of the stuff. I don't want to say, but okay. Like I'll just say that like I have stories of people I know that like, for example, they work in like the food industry, and like there are people who come up and say like, does this have GMOs? And they'll be like, no. Has it touched anything that had GMOs? And if the answer is maybe or yes, they're like, well, then I'm not going to consume that. No, thank you, sir. Like, even being in proximity to things like, do these people know what a GMO is?
No,
GMOs
they
just
clearly
need to
do
rebrand
not
so
poison
bad.
you guys. It's
They
not.
need to rebrand
even
so bad because
it's
there's literally no
genetically
reason to not eat
modified-
something that has GMOs in it. There's literally no reason.
Like, what do they think's gonna happen? Like, if you touch something that's genetically modified, your genes get modified. Like,
I think people.
I think that's literally it. I think that's literally it.
I think people have been taught to think GMO just equals bad.
Is it like an ethical thing? Like they just don't think we should be fucking with nature?
They shouldn't eat
maybe?
literally anything because there's literally nothing that we eat that we have not genetically bred to be.
What kind of a person?
it's
What kind of
true.
a person like would not want to eat something that had touched GMO on like ethical grounds, as opposed to like it seems like a health one to me.
My
like,
mom
they don't want
is
contamination.
this person. 100%.
Really?
She is full stop. Like everything that is bad about like that mentality.
And you know what?
On
I just
board
want
with
even
all
if
of it.
in 50 years or 20 years or 10 years, 1 year, whatever, if we prove that all GMOs are literally evil poison that are killing us 20 years early, I still give no credit to the people freaking out about GMOs because they have no reason to believe
there's no
that.
way they could have actually known. They're just right by accident.
Yes,
right, yeah,
correct.
yeah. Like, you
So
know.
I'm protecting myself from told you so.
I actually tried to talk to my mom about this because she's super anti-GMO, and I was like I was explaining to her that like this is nothing new. Humans do this sort of thing all the time. We're just doing it faster now. It's the only distinction. And she just had like no response. But she was just did like there's still little people in the TV like yeah sure but like
she just
it's still
her
cancer.
Her
like,
soul
it's still
retreated.
cancer though. Yeah.
Her soul faded from her eyes into the back of her skull, and she just heard, all around me are familiar faces. Yeah. That's what they do. It's, I don't know. It's all a bunch of bullshit.
Do
Anyway,
you think that LaCroix is false advertising? Do you think that they deserve to be sued out of
if they're using
specific claim,
I don't know. What's the criteria of naturalness? Like what exactly does it?
I'm going to go to Urban Dictionary and find out right now.
This will help.
This will be very helpful.
I'm sure the people on Urban Dictionary are big LaCroix drinkers.
I'm sure they are too. I'm sure that's actually true.
Probably because they're big memers, and it's
probably
kind of
they're
a meme.
big millennials.
All right, I googled.
The proper term is
natural.
doomer.
All right, natural. Okay, this is noun. We don't want the noun. We want an adjective. Okay, no, that's not it either. Breasts that don't have implants. No, that's not it.
I mean, that is true.
God damn it! These are all fucking nouns. Okay, no.
Oh, does that mean that fake boobs are GMOs?
Yeah, it does.
Whoa!
That's exactly what
Yes.
it means. That and nothing
Okay,
else.
here we go. Number 6 down is relevant. 1, to be free of any superficial, artificial, media, or society-created additives.
Are we really using the Urban Dictionary definition to try and decide
What
this
higher
court
authority
case
is there, Ben?
to decide this court case against LaCroix?
So
Well,
you're like
alright,
at the
fine.
courtroom, and the judge is like, "Hold on, before we proceed, we must assess our definitions." And he pulls out his tiny little spectacles.
The defense called for
Urban
a-
Dictionary defines it as. Yeah.
The prosecution calls for a sidebar and shows this takes out their smartphone and shows this Urban Dictionary page to the judge.
The
and
thing
judge
is,
says,
I pulled up the Google dictionary one just now. The thing, there probably is a very specific codified food. What's the Food and Drug Administration definition of what natural
FDA.
means? For example,
Of course there is.
If you want to say that you have whole wheat, then in your bread or whatever, if you make your bread company, you can have, as long as there's any amount of whole wheat, it could be 99% white bread stuff and then 1% whole wheat, and you can get away with that. But specifically, the label of 100% whole wheat, which you should always buy, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, because that is better for you. Look for 100% whole wheat. If it doesn't say 100%, it's probably 99% bullshit. That's just filler.
Every time I think about the FDA, the only thing I can think about is this old Onion article that's FDA and NT the TAR something.
It
It's
doesn't
like
matter.
What is it? What is it?
It's the Food and Drug Administration and the like Tobacco, Alcohol, and Firearms Administration like get together to throw a rad party, and like the Food and Drug Administration is like we had tons of food and drugs, but nothing to smoke, drink, or fire. So they got together with the Tobacco, Alcohol, and Firearms Association and just threw a rager. And it was great.
Good idea.
Yeah.
It's like the Association of Bad Decisions. God.
Is that a thing?
When you combine them.
If you're the Smoking, Alcohol, and Firearms Association, that's just like nothing but bad calls all around.
Does the FDA, like, it's the food and drug, so I imagine drugs are things like pharmaceuticals and stuff. Does that include, like hard drugs or something? Are they...
No, ding dong. That's like they're the people that decide when like clinical testing has reached sufficient levels that like a drug is like sellable in
I knew
stores.
that. I just wonder if it was also under their jurisdiction.
No, because illegal drugs? Like, no, they're illegal. Of course, a government regulates.
I mean, maybe they were the body in charge of deciding what should be illegal and what shouldn't. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe they're involved in it. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, there you go. All right. Well, we've settled the LaCroix question. Are they guilty or not guilty?
Absolutely guilty. Absolutely guilty. Send them to the
gallows. LaCroix is a crime against humanity as it stands. So even they're guilty of that, if nothing else.
Hey, speaking of groceries, I'm just gonna gripe. Gripe for a minute. I've been trying to order my goddamn groceries. Like a couple weeks ago, I ordered some groceries on the internet.
What, on like Postmates or something?
Instacart. Instacart was the app I was using.
Okay.
And it charges like a little surcharge for the delivery, but like whatever. It's really it saves me like 2 hours, so it's great.
Yeah, it's worth it.
So I was trying to use it, and then today I go in and it's like card declined, and I'm like, well, I don't know why that would be because I just used my card yesterday at a store and it worked fine. So I tried to pay with Google Pay instead, which did. I put the same card in. Google Pay accepted my card. I hit send, and it's like, internet doesn't work. The internet obviously works because I'm using the app in the first place. Like, internet seems to not be connected. It's totally connected. Instacart just won't fucking let me buy groceries from it. I'm hungry, damn it. I want my fucking walnuts.
Hashtag let Ben eat.
I want my fucking walnuts,
are
and
expensive,
I can't get 'em.
dude. Holy shit.
They're not as expensive as Brazil nuts, which I was eating a lot of because they're very low carb. However, they're also very high in selenium. And if you eat more, like 2 Brazil nuts, have your day's supply of selenium.
What is selenium?
And I was eating them by the handful. So, like, hitting, like, thousands and thousands of my daily allowed value of selenium, which causes, like, brittle fingernails and probably death. I don't know.
I'm gonna get this fancy steak dinner. Dude, that's expensive. It's not as expensive as facial reconstruction surgery. Well, you got me.
Nuts aren't that expensive. I don't know. For nuts, they're fine. I just love nuts.
You know, I've been wanting to try Postmates,
especially
like
Ligma nuts. Get it?
What?
I said I love nuts, especially Ligma.
What's Bofa?
What's
I don't know. Why don't you tell
me? Team.
What's up, dog, Ben?
What is up, dog, Munchy?
As the PCP turns into people clamoring to be the next person to be post-noun, here's the newest post-noun that I'm going to introduce. I am post-groceries. Because I have no need for groceries. Because my entire life is now revolving around HelloFresh, which I have become a devout follower of.
Tell me about it.
That's I'm going to come right out and say before you, that's stupid. That's fucking stupid.
Why is that stupid?
What is it?
Why is HelloFresh stupid?
Okay, HelloFresh, it's like buying groceries, but they only deliver you as much as you need for exactly one meal at a time, and they cost 10 times as much. That's HelloFresh.
Okay, they do not cost 10 times as much.
This
and
sounds
why
like
would I need overflow? Why would I? Literally, why would I want more?
You fucking buy in bulk to save fucking money. You don't buy. They'll send you like 2 beef patties and 1 fucking mango to make chutney out of, and that's what you get for like an entire day's worth of food with HelloFresh. Bullshit.
That's all you need to make the meal that they have made.
Yeah, your one meal for one day, which you get like 3 times a week. So you can eat 3 times a week on HelloFresh. Great.
And it's great. It's a great time. I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
My lifestyle has been crippled by my inability to make time to go get groceries or eat. I want to use some of this technology to solve this problem.
Use Instacart. Instacart's really good when it works.
I've been thinking about doing Postmates. I don't know if that works for
I don't know.
groceries,
I've never heard of it, but do it.
Wait. But before you go on, Nate, the reason I defend HelloFresh's small like sample size.
Yeah, tell me about it. I want to.
It makes it super. Oh well, do you know anything about HelloFresh? You know what it is?
Nothing. I want to be educated.
Okay. HelloFresh is a service where you can pay like per week, and they send you meals every week, and it sends you like recipes that they have made. It's like HelloFresh official recipes for these really great dishes, and they send you literally everything in the recipe.
Are you sponsored by HelloFresh, Munchy? If not, why not?
They send you the exact ingredients you need in the exact amounts you need for a specific recipe for a dinner.
Yes.
For like 2 or whatever.
Yes. And it's great because then you have the exact amount of things that you need. So cooking is super easy. And this is like my gateway into cooking things. Is because
that's what I want. I want that so bad. I'm sick of being a failure.
Okay, Nate, check out this shit. It is designed so that every meal, like every single thing, is 30 minutes to 40 minutes to make all total. Like from
oh my god, 30 minutes and at these low prices.
And they are delicious.
I can't afford not to.
They're delicious. Everything I've made has been fucking the cream de la cream. It's been fantastic. I've enjoyed every single thing. And not only am I be able to cook, I mean, I'm taking off the train reels and I'm ready to cook things that aren't on recipe.
Munchy,
I've been honing my skills to like do things out with. I'm connecting with my mom. I'm doing it with my mom. It's family bonding
solving
time.
all your problems.
Yeah.
Nothing in this world is less post-food than what the fuck? I don't even remember. What are we talking about? HelloFresh? HelloFresh is the least post-food thing ever.
Why would I want to be post-food? Okay, I am anti-post-food. I am anti-post-food. I'm just coming out right here and saying.
No, listen. Stupid. You buy the fucking buy the fucking basic building blocks of food and eat them in the amounts that you need to survive. And don't even worry about anything else. Oh, great! I can put I'll have some fucking. I'll braise these red onions to put on my stupid Black Angus patty with some
so you can
some
bring all the flavors
Gouda
out because when you want to eat food, you want to taste the food that you put the work into. You want to taste the fucking food.
Who fucking cares?
Everyone but the post-food group cares about what they're putting in their body, and this is they want to taste food.
Food even
it's a
tastes
cultural
like
institution,
the only reason that food even tastes like anything is so that you can trick idiots into thinking you have a skill by putting it together. Like, oh, I looked up this recipe on Google, and now it tastes really good. Great.
You can't do it, Ben. You couldn't do it, so it is a skill. Whether or not it's an important skill or a valuable skill is completely irrelevant.
Good thing I looked up exactly how to put this onion on top of this cheese on top of this lettuce, so I have the perfect burger. 5 minutes later, it's destroyed and it's worthless. It's a totally ephemeral, pointless experience that adds nothing of value to the world.
You're so life is just full.
Insane. Life is full of
the value is cooking it in and of itself. That is an inherent skill and
waste
time,
my
especially
fucking
if you're
time.
with someone else. Especially if you're with someone else. Then the point of the meal is to not only cook it together, but consume it together. Because we as humans need to eat. It is the cultural institution of us eating. We've made all these different recipes. We've made all these different flavors. We've honed the craft of eating because it's part of our civilization. It's part of society. We've evolved to be this way. We've perfected this part of our biology. We made it into this thing that we call
shut up.
It's a cultural and tribal endeavor.
You are stuck in the past, Munchy. You are a hardcore conservative. I am a liberal hero, post-food, and we all need to evolve past these pathetic, weak human desires for things that taste good and just get down with the... Like,
Sorry, Munchy.
Thank you, Nate.
I can rest easy knowing that the millennials, the simpleton millennials, are not in your favor.
You know,
and
this is a
they're
rare
getting
opportunity.
HelloFresh subscriptions every single day. I can rest easy. Me, CEO of HelloFresh, Munchy J Fresh.
You don't have Digi or Gibbs to defend your weak team here. You're up against the full post-food boys here.
I want to say, I think that HelloFresh embodies the absolute worst attitudes of the 30-year-old boomer and like the intellectually laziest, least good segment of the millennial population. The people that are getting HelloFresh, these are cowards who are they are They are working their 9 to 5, selling beads on Etsy and thinking that makes them artists. These are people.
The people who do dirty pour. They're doing dirty pour. They're just mixing some paints together into a cup and then just pouring it onto a canvas and charging $500
these are white picket fence motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. Okay, these are white picket fence. Married with 2.5 children, pieces of shit that are getting HelloFresh. And Munchy, I think you need to stop this.
Okay. Like everything that you've just said is retarded. If you're coming home from work, then it's like, oh, I'm not gonna do anything with my life. I'm just gonna watch TV. But with this, you're cooking something. You're learning a skill. You can do it with your family. And okay. I literally, like, for the first 5 meals in HelloFresh, here's what I did. I got downstairs with my mom, and for the entire family, we cooked a beautiful, delicious meal together. We were talking the entire time. I was reconnecting with my mom. I don't talk to my mom outside of this. I was using that time to not only connect with my mom, make a delicious dish for the entire family to enjoy, and then we all sat down and ate dinner together.
Yeah, but you could have been playing video games. You could have been playing video games.
Well, yeah.
It just sounds like the act of preparing a meal could be replaced with anything else.
I mean, why would you want it to be? Because you also get to eat at the end. Yeah, but you also get to eat a delicious meal at the end, which is the biggest bonus of all.
Okay, I know that this is like a me problem that doesn't apply to most people, but you have no with HelloFresh or something like that. You have no fine control over what ingredients go into your food. You don't have control over what kind of macronutrient profile you're eating. With me, I can just I'll just drink a quart of heavy cream or a pint of heavy cream. And I'll eat a piece of sausage for dinner.
Even drop off quarts of heavy cream,
celery and peanut butter for dessert, and I get the exact nutrients that I want, and it's up to me, and I don't give a shit.
Okay. Well, I will say this. I will say that HelloFresh is definitely like a training wheel situation.
Yes,
it's definitely not something that is long term. Like I'm always going to be using HelloFresh for the rest of my life.
That's what I was going to say, Ben. That I feel like this could be a stepping stone for me to possibly learn how to not be such a complete terrible human being when it comes to handling my food situation.
It's definitely a way to open your eyes and be able to realize, cooking isn't that hard. The cleanup isn't that bad. It's really not a problem for me able to cook every day.
Tom, I know I am a post-food boy. I want to be post-food.
How can you be post-food and this at the same time?
I'll tell you how.
Because Nate's on the edge and he realized the errors of his ways. He just wants to see
I haven't realized the errors of my ways. But the thing is, I have human flaws, and I sometimes crave food.
We're not going to get to Starfleet if you just curb your higher brain power and go back to.
Look, this is how my life goes. This is how my life goes. You're a quitter. Day to day.
That's what I'm getting right now. You're
okay. Sure. I wake up in the morning. I'll get a Huel. And I'll do that, and then it gets later in the day, and then I'm like, well, I've got no groceries around because I'm a lazy piece of shit who doesn't plan ahead with this stuff. What am I gonna do? I'll tell you what I do. I fire up Grubhub or I fire up what's it called, and I get some fucking Chinese food. I know it is bad, and I want to stop it.
You go back to the fridge, you get another Huel, and you realize that you've conquered your human weakness.
I want to do that, but I just my hunger overrides my desire for Huel.
Pick up your phone. You don't right now. To eat. Hold down your finger on the Grubhub app,
weeks without
drag
food
it to
and
the trash,
Ben's
and never
solution,
make this
just
mistake again.
Just literally.
You do just know that you cannot eat, and it will not harm
intermittent fasting, one meal. Go OMAD. All right, you get your Huel, and then that's your one meal a day, and you're done. You've completely destroyed your human weakness.
I would okay, maybe I should get into some of this stuff and actually try it out and see if
Nate, when your beautiful son, top of the class, comes up to you every night, and he's like, Father, I'm hungry, I'm sorry, you haven't fed me in 3 days. Are you going to give him a drink of Huel? Are you going to force some Huel into his head and say, here, drink this, son? No, you're going to give him a dinner! You're going to give him a dinner, Nate!
The only thing that's passing through your lips are the words of the Lord. Now hook up your fucking IV drip of Huel and feed yourself, you fucking weak post-food child! That's what I'm going to say.
I'll give him his daily ration of omega-3 pills and caffeine.
That's right. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be a beautiful future, Munchy, and your kind will be gone. You'll be long gone.
I hope so.
I'm ready to die on this hill, and I do mean die.
Well, with Ben's plan of just stopping eating, I mean that's.
Okay.
That's not a permanent plan.
Okay. Contrary to what you may believe, I actually completely agree with Ben. And if you choose to stop eating for like a week, that's fine. Go ahead.
Look,
people are like,
my
oh, like,
biggest thing-
what, you're fasting for 3 or 4 days? That's so dangerous. Like,
Oh,
dude,
God,
I mean,
Kyle, come on, dude.
You need to eat. Oh, you're gonna what? I don't know. What, die? Like, I'm gonna.
Lol, who cares?
I don't know. I don't know. People, man. Yeah, I know they had my best interest at heart, but a lot of people in my Discord were like worried for me, and I did not understand why.
I mean,
I don't know. Like,
because
what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
just consider their life experience, eating like several times a day, every day, their entire life, and they've heard about people starving to death, and I thought of the same.
I too have heard about people starving to death.
It's like a virus. If you've heard about someone like starving to death, then you will starve to death.
I've heard rumors
like
that if you don't eat, you might die if you go long enough. I did the fucking research. I looked into it.
But has anyone ever tested
this theory? I did research and found out how long does it take to die if you don't eat. The answer is like a month or more.
I just drive by, like skinny African starving children. I'm just like, these guys are living the life, man. These guys, they've got it figured out.
They're fucking
I gotta
keto.
get it.
I bet if they
post
peed on a keto strip, it'd be dark purple. It'd be sick, bro.
Oh my god! Wait, would it be cheaper?
Which is in our new society. That's how we judge class. That's the degree of purple.
That's how dark your keto.
No, we've come full circle because purple was the color of royalty, and now we've come back.
That's right. That's
Wait,
right.
It's all connected in the great circle of life.
Would it be cheaper to, instead of giving like 3 meals a day to African children, we give them Huel supplements? We give Huel to African children.
That's
so
kind
that
of
they
the
can get all
thing.
the supplements that they need.
That's one of the things that Huel and things like it
they
might
market
solve
that.
possibly if they could.
Do
They
they
literally
market that? Is that
market
real?
Huel
I don't
as
think
like
that-
solving
isn't-
food
isn't
shortages.
Huel's got to be some overpriced fucking nutrition sports supplement.
Oh,
bullshit,
it absolutely is.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Like,
they're working to get the cost down
Like
over
the way
time.
they're selling it is not like a world hunger solution.
No, they're selling it as a convenience
The reason
thing,
they
really.
say that is because for all the fucking soy boys who want to get on that shit, it makes them feel better about buying it.
I guess so. You're not.
It's totally marketing bullshit. I don't buy it for a second.
I mean, if they could theoretically get the price really down low, and they were able to get all the ingredients.
Theoretically, but right now they're doing nothing to help that at all.
Yeah, like Soylent was the same promise.
I'm sure we're gonna go to Ethiopia and be like, "Do you want to pay $60 for 2 bags of dust? Here you go." And,
Isn't there some rice, some highly nutritious GMO rice that is meant as a world hunger solution?
I believe that is a thing that I've heard about.
I've definitely heard something about from India. I want to say, but I don't remember.
It's never going to go anywhere though because it's GMO and we have retarded people.
God damn it!
How dare we help those fucking starving African children?
If we allowed GMOs to go farther, then we would probably be in a utopia right now. Can you imagine all the crazy shit scientists would be able to do, and put weird DNA parts of animals to make foods, superfoods that have all the nutrients we need?
Think of how much closer to Starfleet we'd be if we had GMOs and stem cells just going full throttle.
It'd be good. It'd be good.
Yeah.
I mean,
pro stem cells.
The world
so
does
many
suck.
Aborted babies go to waste every year, and we need to end this. We need to end this waste.
Yeah,
we gotta use them. They've got those delicious little stem cells.
Less babies, more fucking biohacking. That's what I want.
Less babies, more rabies, please.
More rabies, please. He says, holding down his hands.
So, all right. Well, man, that was a raucous event. Good.
I think we all need to cool down after that.
So LaCroix's guilty, right?
LaCroix, yes.
100%.
Yeah. We are the judge, jury, and
send him to the
executioner here
gallows.
on the BCP. Yeah.
I've been doing Inktober, and it's great. It's an absolutely great.
Hashtag where's day 3, Munchy? Where's day 3?
I'm doing that right after this. I have the entire sketch done. It's right in front of me, as we speak. I'm looking at it.
But it's day
sick.
7.
I know it's already day 7,
I skipped it. I skipped that day.
I mean, let me just you've been posting one every day, but this one from day 3 just was so complicated or something that it was.
I don't mean to get We'll be up by the time that you hear this, obviously, viewer. It's not going to be crazy, but I just wanted to do it justice because it has somewhat sentimental value to me.
Yeah, okay, sure. I can't wait to see Sans and the Undertale.
Yeah. I can't wait to see the first Munchy porn that you'll ever see.
Oh my god. All right,
18 now, ladies.
Okay,
get in there.
People who are like, oh, what? Inktober? Don't you mean digital-tober? Haha, hashtag
what?
Protest, hashtag digital art is just as good as traditional art.
There's an alternate hashtag that's it's I don't know. I've seen people use spooky.
Yeah.
There's like
Sure.
alternate hashtags that don't imply ink. And yeah, it totally gets away from what Inktober is. Inktober is supposed to be specifically
Everyone just feels
an analog.
so... Yeah. They feel so attacked that people are just like drawing traditionally. They feel so like under pressure, like someone just in their own home is like making a drawing with pencils and paper. Don't you know that digital art is real art too? Why are you attacking me
It's an
like
act of
this?
violence against their art form, really.
I think it's just because they want to participate, but they don't want to like actually pull out pencils and paper.
Dude, okay, it doesn't matter.
of
It's
papers.
not a matter if it like that digital art isn't real art. It's a matter of having diverse set of skills. It's
I
about
mean,
being
I
able
agree.
to
I agree
do
with you
whatever
100%.
sort of art you set your
I'm just
mind
playing
to.
devil's advocate. But no, like if ink, because like I was under the impression for a while that Inktober was just drawing like black and
I
white
thought
with
so
ink,
too,
whether
yeah.
it was digital or not. Because so many people I saw was doing it digitally. But then I found out no, it's supposed to be pen and ink. Because like that's kind of badass. Like
Maybe-
it makes
okay.
more sense
Maybe
at
the
that point to
reason-
be a thing.
Maybe the reason they're so upset about this was because when they were a child...
There's no Control Z in real life, and they can't function without it anymore.
They were a young
These
child, and as they
goddamn
were walking
Zoomers
home...
don't know how to draw with a pen.
Yeah, they're walking home from just an average day of Inktober, and holding hands with their parents, who had just been doing some digital drawing that day, and still were using the hashtag Inktober.
They've been doing some digital drawing in divorce court.
Yes, and then that goddamn hardcore Inktober came out and murdered both their parents, and then they became, Batman.
It's like, over their body. You're like, no, they were one day from divorce.
I was one day away from 2 Christmases!
So close.
Listen, I'm not saying that like I enjoy traditional drawing. Quite the opposite. It's like a huge pain in the ass from start to finish.
I feel the same way.
But
It
it's
discourages
important
me.
to have those skills. It's important to be able to work in whatever medium that you're given, because that will improve your art skills just across the board.
I don't even care so much about that. Like, I feel like you should just do whatever works for you. Because, like, at the end of like, it's good if you want to like kind of like jerk yourself off about like I can do all these harder things. But at the end of the day, the people who are going to consume the art, they don't care how it's made. They care what the actual result is.
I mean, it's not about jerking yourself off.
I don't think you need to know how to do traditional, but it can't hurt, right?
I
admire people that can draw.
I just think if the conceit of the event is to draw traditionally, don't be a fucking faggot and try and intrude on that. Just like if it's supposed to be a traditional drawing thing, do it. If you want to just say, like, I don't even have as much of a big deal with these alternative hashtags. If you just say, I want to do a 30-day drawing challenge this month, but I don't want to do October, and you make something else, that's fine too.
I think I'm gonna do like a challenge soon. I don't know. I really, really want to do like a 30-day like page-a-day challenge. Like soon.
Yeah.
Good.
So that and it's gonna be really hard. But I'm not going to do it now because I don't want it. It's not an Inktober thing, and it's not supposed to be. So
yeah, I will. You know what? Speaking of Inktober, I want to give a shout out to Nexus Mania, who's doing a 4-panel comic for Inktober. It's fucking great so far.
It is really good.
I like it.
It is really good.
10 out of 10. Great shit.
I love Nexus Mania's art style. I've only really seen his digi art, but I like all the stuff he's putting out.
Hey, I've got
the I Am Games drawing they did. Oh my god,
that I Am Games was so good.
I've
got a rant.
You showed me that yesterday.
Yeah,
I have a specific rant about Nexus Mania now that he's come up.
Whenever I was on I Am Games,
Nexus Mania, I've got a big problem with you, and this is what it is. I do. It's that you are so good at art. And yet you waste your time making fan art for people like me, people like Tom and Digi. Why are you doing?
No.
You should be using this time to make
Tom's
things
like
that are
abort,
good.
flip the switch.
Not even at all. I think this is a good strategy, and let me explain why. Because like what
he should be drawing like Markiplier or like PewDiePie or someone who matters. You know,
agreed.
Nate, you fool. That's like trying to stream Fortnite. It's too saturated. You can't break into the market.
But here's the
thing.
thing.
You got to do something with lesser appeal.
He's got this
more niche appeal, like Hollow Knight,
that he's promoting right now. That he's doing for Inktober, which is fucking great. But then he did the I Am Games thing, and that got like 100-something likes. That's what brings the people in.
But what does that translate to for the man? Like, what does he get out of this?
It's
at the
probably
end of the
like
day?
a 5 to 10% retention
we're talking
rate,
about
like
him right now, Nate.
Nate,
what it gets him is that we're talking about him
exactly.
right now.
Well,
he's going to get a ton of shit from this, which he deserves.
This is how it works.
He's going to get a lot of shit. He's going to get a whole bunch
yeah.
Straight to his fucking door.
Hey, see you.
And then I'm gonna white knight him because he drew my face, and that's all I care about.
Look, it's just
he's a really great artist, and I quite like his stuff.
Yeah,
Nexus is unbelievably good. It doesn't make sense to me, and like I am constantly astounded that he wastes his time drawing like things of like me and my Nuzlocke.
Oh, how dare somebody draw something that they like?
Even
how
really
disgusting.
Oh wait, did he do the one of you fighting the girl?
Yeah, he did that fucking Inktober of me fighting Cynthia, which was awesome.
Okay, yeah,
so
that's
good.
him too. Yeah,
it's too good, Nexus. I don't deserve it.
Hey,
Use your time on someone who does.
What's the name of your fucking Gastrodon?
Dunekun the Gastrodon.
Yeah, Dunekun. We had a Dunekun in the Pokemon XD Nuzlocke. He was a clay doll. I think he died.
Dunekun is by like he is the god of my run. That and TTOMZ the Gyarados. Those are my two titans, my two avatars. It's great.
I just want to say that like even really talented artists do fan art. Like Oda did fucking Dragon Ball Z fan art back in the day.
But people know
it's
Dragon
fun
Ball Z.
and they enjoy it, and there's
nothing wrong with
way
fan
they
art.
shoot
And, like,
I guess okay.
There's nothing wrong with fan art as long as you don't have higher aspirations and you're ignoring them to do fan art.
That's exactly right. It's exactly what I would say.
As long as it's not, like. You shouldn't, if you want to do, like, to
fan
rephrase
art
what
should
you
be
said,
a subsidy of what you're trying to do to use as a promotion tool, and it should not take over your life. Like, ideally, I'd like to do one piece of fan art a month just to continue perpetuating my brand and have it seep out into the greater zeitgeist of the
I actually
internet.
haven't done fan art in a long time, and I probably should, because it is, like, an important thing for getting seen.
It's a good thing for getting seen, but also it's just, like, it's fun to do, and also it's important.
I mean, I like it. Like, all the fan art I've ever done was stuff that I wanted to do and liked doing.
Exactly.
In the vein of it being good for, like, promotion, I think it's good even in a really abstract sense, in the way that, like, if you're drawing fan for something, then you like the property that you're doing the fan art of. Yeah. And if other people like that, they'll probably like your art as well, because there's probably some sort of, like,
and it's a good exercise, because you're drawing something you probably haven't drawn before, especially if you're knee-deep in a personal project, you're doing the same things over and over again.
Yeah.
It gets you kind of to do something different. It breaks it up.
My real point was just that, like, look, if Nexus or anybody, like, on their spare time, just wants to, like, relax and do, like, a drawing that, you know, if you're really good, it's gonna be really good, of something, just because you like it a lot, of course that's fine. I just wouldn't want anyone to waste their valuable time on little old me. Or
I agree.
Yes. That's literally what I'm saying.
The point is less Best Guy Ever fan art, more I Am Games fan art. Confirmed from Nate himself.
Tom, what are you now? Like who? Like if we want to say best guy ever, then we say best guy ever. What do we call you? Because you're not
worst guy
Pixel
ever.
Anymore.
Worst guy.
Okay, right.
Number one result on Google Image. Confirmed.
I guess we call you Polystation 2. I guess that's what we call you.
I'm just Tom Oliver. It's fine.
Okay.
That's just my name. I've taken the Green Ranger's mantle.
Oh God. My throat.
Someday when I get rich, I will buy a show accurate cosplay of the Green Ranger and go around with it. It'll be cool. Fucking sick.
You're gonna have to get a little more jacked first.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm going to the gym.
They pad those out. They pad those suits out. But yeah, it's good.
Hey, can I tell a story?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe.
I do have something I want to bring up, but I will do it after.
Oh, well, if it was relevant, this is totally irrelevant.
Mine is completely a left turn as well. So
okay,
go for it.
The end of that is I like to draw.
God damn it! Help! Yeah, I don't have much time. I gotta get it out. Okay.
Yeah.
So I would have told this on the last PCP, but I wasn't on it. So like 2 weeks ago, I was walking through Harvard Square, and I was waiting. What?
Harvard Square's cool, dude.
Big mistake.
Yeah,
don't go
great.
there. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So I was like headed towards the I was around like the subway entrance, and there was a guy. Right, there was like a bald, 20-something guy kicking around a soccer ball, kind of near the subway entrance, and he says, "Hey," as I walk by, and I'm like, "Hey, all right." So and I hear him like talk. I think a police officer walks by and like they chit chat or something.
Uh-oh.
Like he's
reporting you.
Like he's talking to people, right? He's just saying hi to like everyone. And then I go and I do whatever it was I was doing. I don't know. And like I walk back that way because I'm going to the train, and says hi to me again. He's like, "Hi." I'm like, quick. And I'm like, "Hey." And he's like, "Want to play with me?" And I'm like, "Well, no, I got a train to catch." And he's like, "Okay, do you want my card? Do you want to follow me on Facebook?" And I'm like, I'll take your card. And he's like, okay, like I got a card. I also got, I also got a little like printout here of like my latest like blog entries.
What
and I'm like,
fuck?
A printout?
Is
and
this
I'm like,
real?
And I'm like, you know what? I'll take that. Don't give me the card. Give me the full one. Give me like the full pamphlet.
Yeah.
I wanna read more. And he's like, okay, here you go. And I'm like, thanks. I'll read it on the train. So I did. Right. So I don't know. I'm gonna start reading. I won't read the whole thing, but let me just. I'll just try and pick out.
I'm fucking ready for this.
Is it okay to say like real human beings' names on the show?
Just do what they rhyme with.
I mean, this is a guy who's looking to self-promote, so I think it's okay.
I guess.
We're doing him a favor, technically, right? Like this is the whole
I'm
point.
doing it.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
Clarify.
I'm
Don't
giving
make
his URL.
fun of the train guy. Fans of the PCP, don't make fun of the train guy.
Listen. I'm not even making fun of him. I think he's complex, right?
Okay.
I think he's value neutral. I think that
This
I
is some
think
4D chess
he's value
marketing.
He's like an
neutral, and I
anti-hero.
think that a lot of him. I think that there's a lot to recommend him.
All
And
right.
I'm not being ironic.
I just want to
all
say right off the bat, like this seems like a ridiculous thing to do, but him handing you a pamphlet of his paper blogs is now putting him in front of potentially almost 20,000 people. I mean,
right.
this strategy
He lucked
is
out.
paying off.
He lucked out with me.
That's true.
All right. The saga of Jeff continues. ... My recent trip to Mexico, Cuba, and Canada. My name
around.
My name, Jeffrey Thomas Farrell. Facebook, www.facebook.com/jeff.farrell, that's FARRELL.9699. And then there's a bunch of links to Facebook things which I assume have like the same information. And videos and stuff. Part 1, Mexico. First, I went to Mexico. Mexico City specifically. My flight from Boston was on May 11th, 2018. There was a layover in Dallas. I used Airbnb for lodging. I got a room for about $10 a night in Venustiano Carranza, right near the airport. Some of the places I frequented were the park on Calle Oriente 172 and Calle Oriente 168, Mercado Moctezuma, White and Black Coffee, and Herbalife Club Nutricional on NTE 33.
Uh-oh.
What did I do in Mexico? Well, first I concentrated on learning Spanish. I taught English for free to various people in Mercado Moctezuma.
Dude, you
Wait,
know he just
whoa,
walked up to
whoa,
people
whoa.
and said, like, do you want to learn English, friend?
Hold on. I assume this guy's not a qualified teacher in any way. So he was probably just like, he walks up to someone and says hello, and they're like, I don't speak.
You
I
might
mean, that
be right.
seems to be his go-to strategy in general.
Hey, I mean, listen, I don't want to input. If this is interesting, I'll keep reading. But like, or should I just like cut out snippets?
Yeah, I get snippets. I don't know.
Okay. Later on, I started playing soccer in the local park. I would mostly play teenagers, but sometimes I would play with kids and adults. They would often cheer me on and call me, quote, gringo, what they call white people from the U.S.
I don't think that's what they're trying to cheer you on. I don't think that's like, gringo, come over here, please, sit down.
There's a link to a video. I played chess with people in Mexico, but
Did you watch any of these videos? Is he like a vlogger?
I have not actually looked at any of the videos.
There's a printout. How's he going to watch them?
I mean, there's links, but I haven't followed them.
You have to type out the link into fucking, all right.
That's some work.
I
needed
played
some
chess
QR
with
codes,
people.
clearly.
Yeah.
I played chess with people in Mexico, but I played soccer more often. It was easier and more convenient to hop into soccer games than try and convince people to play me in chess. I did, however, play some chess in the airport and with people in some of the stores. Apparently this guy, apparently he's tried to, make money by, challenging people to... Later on in here, he talks about how, he wants to, bet money for on chess games with people, but Americans, or Bostonians specifically, just aren't willing to bet more than, $1 at a time.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, using... blah, 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 blah. Okay, something about Cuba. I think this is already onto the...
Dude, can I get a link to one of these? You want to read me a link so I can go to the fucking YouTube?
Should we
right
put this
now?
in the show notes?
Well, his name is... I mean, the link is...
Okay, I'll Google it.
Facebook.com/jeff.farrell.9699.
Okay, I'm really interested in this guy, but I just want to reiterate, don't fans, don't make a muck in this guy's Facebook. He doesn't deserve it.
I mean, I don't see why they would.
Okay, hang on.
No,
He's just talking about his trip to Mexico. There's nothing.
We're
nothing
gonna get
embarrassing
silly here.
so
We're gonna
far.
get silly. We might poke a little bit fun. I don't want that to translate and then sort of
nobody.
pain
The
for this
Procrastinators podcast does not condone harassment.
This part stands out to me.
Well, hang on, Ben. Was it facebook.com/JEFF, then what?
Yeah. .FARRELL.9699.
Okay.
All right.
.9699.
Toward the end of my stay in
Got
Mexico, I moved into a $5 a night room in a different house. This house was very close to the other house I stayed at. Unlike the first location, I was allowed to invite guests to my room at will here. I brought Mexican women back to my room and played them in chess. Haha.
Is that a euphemism, perhaps?
I like to imagine that he like actually did do that, and he was like trying to pass it off like it was something more than it was.
Yeah, no, I think. Well, here he continues.
Yeah.
Speaking of women, on average, the women in Mexico City are more flirtatious than women in Boston. I suspect it is because gringos are highly sought after there. Don't get me wrong.
Sure.
A lot of women. Don't get me wrong. A lot of women I hung out with were just friends. The thing was, I was clearly getting much more attention in Mexico City than Boston. Now here I am, sitting in the Boston area, 26 and single. Haha.
Haha.
I like that.
That's a riot. That's a real riot, my friend.
I like that part a lot. I was in Mexico City. I'm skipping ahead a little bit. One cultural difference is smoking is more popular here than in Boston. For example, no one in my family smokes. I was in Mexico City for about 3 months, and I learned the bulk of my Spanish there. By the end of my stay, I could say much more than "Quieres jugar ajedrez conmigo," which I'm pretty sure means "Do you want to play chess with me?" He says that he lost weight quickly in Mexico, even though he was eating the same amount. I bought a few shirts in Mexico City, like the Mario shirt and a Duff one. I also made a ton of friends there, to the degree it felt necessary to write many of my Facebook posts in Spanish. My Facebook page is bilingual.
All right, this is getting a little tedious.
Okay, sorry. Then he talks about Cuba.
Hey, do you want to know his favorite quote from his Facebook page?
Please, God, yes.
All right, check this out. All right, here's his favorite quote. When it gets down to having to use violence, then you are playing the systems game. The establishment will irritate you, pull your beard, flick your face, and make you fight. Because once they've got you violent, then they know how to handle you. The only thing they don't know how to handle is nonviolence and humor. And let me tell you, my boy Jeff, the humor is off the charts.
What? Who is that a quote from?
It does not say who it's a quote.
Is it himself?
Maybe it's
himself. I mean, let's not jump to any conclusions.
Yeah.
Maybe it's himself.
I'm gonna Google
Maybe it's someone else.
Yeah, Google it. I'm sure it'll pop up if it's like legit.
Hey,
pop up.
Is there
a John
any
Lennon quote.
reason
It's a John
we
Lennon
can't get this
quote.
guy in the
There you go.
PCP?
Okay.
Is there any reason why we can't do that?
Oh God! Speaking of which, I've been talking to
Laserbot?
Fuck. Yeah, I've been talking to Laserbot.
Yes. Give me the Laserbot update.
It's been like a year. What's going on here?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Well, he was like, he didn't have like access to his Facebook for a while, so
Okay,
it's not all
enough.
on me. He's got another series. I think it's on YouTube. It's called Micah Rat, and he wants to talk about Micah Rat on the show.
What is it? Give me the
I haven't actually read it or watched it
Is
yet.
it a comic?
Yeah, he gave me the links.
Is it like a YouTube comic? Is that what, or is it like a video? What is it?
I don't know.
I
wish I could tell you more, but I haven't actually looked into it
I
yet.
assume it's like one of those old MS Paint fanimes, which I love. I love that style.
I hope so.
If Laserbot did a fanime, I think I would like explode from joy. That sounds incredible.
He would do all the voice acting himself.
Well, yeah.
Hold on.
Maybe it's Microsoft Sam to help him out.
Let me see if I can. Maybe I can pull it up right now. He sent me a link to his old like YouTube channel, which apparently. Okay, he's got a link to the first episode, Micah Rat episode 1 part 1. I will walk you through Mike's. Whoa. Okay. So this was posted in 2010, and apparently he's remaking Micah Rat, and that's what he's working on right now. But this is old Micah Rat. Warning: there has bad language. You must be 18 or older to whack this program. This program may not be suitable for younger viewers. I hope you enjoy apostrophe this program.
All right, that's fine.
Okay, and then it's basically a motion comic. You know, it looks pretty much. It looks pretty much like Tails Gets Trolled, but
sold
there's
already.
like some. It's like shot by shot. Minor animation on the mouths moving, because Tails Gets Trolled is mostly just close-up shots of faces in like an interminable succession.
Yeah,
and that is pretty much what this is. And there's like some minor animation on the
those close-ups,
the mouths. Yeah,
this is great.
When can we get him on?
I will like watch this tonight, and I will send him a message and ask if he wants to be on next week.
Yeah, do it.
Here's what we do:
yes,
we get the train guy, and we get Laserbot in the same episode, and then none of us show up.
And we will link, and I will obviously. I'm gonna link Micah Rat in the. I'm gonna link in the description, so you viewer can be ready in case we do end up.
If we can pay train guy like $20 to pretend to be Ben Sane, and Laserbot will show up and be like, hey, I'm ready for the PCB, and he's like, hey, it's me, Ben Sane.
Do you mean the new story? Are you talking about the new storyteller?
No, I'm talking about the guy you met. That's
Jeff. Fucking Jeff.
I mean, I would consider him the soccer guy.
Okay, he was soccer guy. Okay.
He was. He was hanging out near a subway entrance, but his most dramatic features are just kicking a soccer ball.
That's his character design. He can't be seen without. He can't be seen
without
a soccer ball, or else the silhouette doesn't convey.
There is one. I want to read the postlude.
Okay.
So at the very end, he links to some. Links to. He says he's back in America. He's living in his family's house with like the rest of his family. Mm-hmm. He says. A few days after returning to Dedham for the first time in my life, I'm noticing some gray hairs, which is quite unusual given my age, 26, and heredity. It's not that unusual. The people here also don't appreciate my soccer playing as much as in other countries. Some people are quite nice, though, and they take videos when I request them. My plans? I'm looking for quick cash. I could get a formal job.
Same, brother, same.
Aren't we all? I could get a formal job, but that takes more time. So I'm considering these options in order of preference. 1. Panhandling while juggling my soccer ball in downtown Boston, Chinatown, or Harvard.
I think you caught him out mid-practice for that.
So apparently he went with that one.
Yeah.
Apparently he went with that one.
Yeah.
2. Playing chess for money in Harvard Square. The people in Harvard Square often make very small wagers over games they play, $5 or less. I kind of want to go back, because like I think he's got a schedule of times he'll be there.
Yeah, go back, dude.
I might go back, or like... maybe challenge him to a chess game. Like,
literally
I'm not
do
great
it.
at chess,
Literally do it.
Wait, Ben, is there any reason why we can't go to Boston when we're in person, get him, and take him back to your apartment to record RFCK? Is there any reason why we can't do that?
I mean, he'd have to consent to it. That's the only hurdle I can see.
That's a big hurdle right there.
But, we have ways of getting around that.
Jeff, I know you're listening to this. Let's make this... my people talk to your people, Jeff. We'll get this going.
And then 3, freelance programming work on Craigslist or a similar site. I've done this a couple times, but the gigs are hard to come by.
He's a programmer.
Yeah, he saved up money for travel by working a programming job, and he mentions this earlier in the thing, but I skipped it. And then 4, teaching Spanish. The problem with this is that my Spanish is quite bad compared to native speakers.
Wow. This cursed fate. Why? Why couldn't I just speak fluent Spanish?
And I feel uncomfortable teaching something I'm bad at.
Well, imagine that. Unlike these other
people on Udemy,
public school
teachers, shouldn't stop you.
Yeah.
All right.
Got
so
him.
that's Jeff. So that's Jeff Farrell, an oddball vagrant that I met in...
What a legend.
Jeff
in
Farrell.
Harvard Square.
I mean this unironically. He sounds fascinating. I want to know more.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
Yeah.
And there be the grace of...
It
just
takes balls
imagine
to just hand that sort of stuff out at like a train station.
Yeah,
it
takes ball. Like, imagine just like flying to Mexico and like hanging out in the fucking like town square, kicking, like juggling a soccer ball, like meeting like kids and adults and stuff, and like playing them in chess
and women and luring them back to your house to play chess with you.
Soundly, scold them. At chess.
I mean, the way that he was just like hi, like at me twice, like right, like 2 times I passed him, and both times he was just like hi, and the second time he was just like want to play with me, like this. I don't know. You know what?
I have a theory about this guy.
It's gonna sound like an insult to say that he seems like a little autistic or a little off or something, but I don't mean it in a bad way. It seems like this guy.
You know what this is hashtag the new sincerity. It seems like he's sort of like missing. That's what this is.
He's not in tune with his inhibitions. Like normal people would be like scared or worried or do that in public. It seems like this guy just doesn't give a fuck, and he just wants to
go
out.
I think it's a respectable thing.
Yeah.
I
like this guy a lot.
Have you guys heard the theory that we're surrounded by NPC characters in our lives, and that lots of people around us don't have souls because there was a set number of souls in the universe, and you see we just keep expanding the human population, and so not everybody has one.
There's one soul. It's the same soul, reincarnated across time in every individual. The Church of Transubstantiation. I invented it.
Nate,
give me.
I have semi-related to this. I've a long because like there's always that theory that like we're in a simulation and all that shit.
Yeah.
Right. And so like even before I heard about this like NPC thing, I always wondered about the simulation because there are many times that I'll just be out and about and I will notice like people just randomly walking around that seem to have almost identical faces to people I've seen before, and it feels like the random character generator is like starting to loop, and it's like terrifying.
So often I will see someone and think, okay, I said this to a friend the other day and they laughed at me because in a way it's obvious. I said lots of people look like a combination of two other people. Which was dumb because everyone has two parents that they're a combination of. But that's not what I mean.
Fair enough.
I mean that all the time I'll see someone who's like, oh, that looks like, you know,
agreed.
You know, my friend Tom and my friend John. That looks like a combination of, you know,
well, if anyone looks half like me, I feel half
and
bad
so
for
and
them.
so or something. Or that looks like.
What my instincts tell me about that, which is probably true, is that we kind of pick out features that are recognizable in the people that we know in our lives.
Right. I'm sure it's like that. I mean, because like humans are great at patterns, so I'm sure like meeting a team, we just ascribe that to it. But it feels weird to just be out and about and seeing like someone who's clearly not that person that looks almost identical, but like here they are in a completely different scenario and situation, and it's just like, oh god, I'm starting to see NPCs repeat themselves. This is pretty fucked up, and it's terrifying. Ever since I saw The Truman Show, I've always been afraid that, like, I'm in The Truman Show, but, like, a virtual reality version that's way more, like, intense and, like, in-depth.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, it's like, oh, God, everything's a lie. And ever since I saw that movie, it's always in the back of my mind. And it's not even that I think, like, I'm that important. It's just, like, a terrifying thing to me to think, like, this whole thing is a joke. And everyone's watching me all the time.
Okay, I'm about to speak in really cynical, like, vocabulary, but I do not mean it in like a mean sort of way. Whenever I see those sort of people, like soccer guy, I always think, like, I realized too late that it would be fun to not, like, mess with him, but I would describe it as, like, mine him. To be able to, like, talk to him and, like,
to exhaust his dialogue options. Yeah.
Like, literally, like, like he's like a quest person, and I realized too late that what I should be doing, instead of just saying, like, oh, like, no thanks, just, you know, and walking away, or instead of just, like, you know, like, someone comes up and he's like, hey, can I have $1? I'm like, yeah, okay, and then just walk away.
What is it? It's
I should talk to him.
What's that alt RFCK? It's the pissy baby something.
Fappers.
Right. I feel like that's the pissy baby route to just be like, yeah, no, I gotta go, I can't stop. As opposed to the rowdy fucker who'd get in there, dude, and make a best friend out of this guy.
It's like
the pissy baby fapper fuckers. There's also the adult baby diaper lovers.
Yeah,
which is more. Hey, does my mic sound weird? Because my computer just made a weird noise at me, and now I'm worried.
You sound fine to me right now.
I sound fine?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's fine.
It's
Does the recording look okay?
Yeah, it looks all right.
Okay.
It's not only a matter of me, like, not wanting to. It's just a matter of, like, oh, wait, fuck, that was one of the people that I can do that to. It's like, you can't do that to just, like, everyone. It's not like if someone says hi to you, it's going to be a normal person. If someone's got a guitar and they're asking for money, they might have a story. They might just be, like, a cynical, you know, just like, oh, he's trying to make a quick buck, you know, by lying to people or whatever. But I think there's a very good chance that people like that, like street performers, are, like, fucked up weirdos, not in a bad way.
Clearly,
they're just fucked up weirdos, and it would be fun to talk to them. It's realized too late. I just gotta be on top of that.
If you see somebody like that, they clearly have a story.
Yeah,
and there's so many opportunities that you're passing up by not investigating.
This guy's definitely got a story.
It's like in Mass Effect.
What compelled him? What compelled him to travel to Mexico, Cuba, and I forget what the third one is, and juggle his soccer ball in a public square? What compels him to do it even now?
What's his deal? Like, how did you get from like a normal human upbringing to this? It's just you know.
It's possible we're the ones all stuck in the box, and he's the one thinking outside.
I would agree completely.
That's why I was like, no, fuck, don't give me your card. Give me your full fucking printout. I want the full story.
He's clearly much more free than we are.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true.
Well, for a while. It seems like he's run out of money, and now he's moved back home.
Well, that sucks.
It happens.
Get another plan going.
But his spirit is still free out there.
He can always get another programming job somewhere. I'm sure he'll be all right.
Yeah.
Well, what a fascinating experience to hand out your blog entries printed out in public. Like, does he think this is going to return on investments, you know, doing that?
If he gets on the PCP.
That's what I wonder. I wonder if he thinks... I wonder if this has any, like, monetary return for him, or if he thinks it will, or if it's
We're
just
gonna
a
fucking
social
have him
thing.
on the show.
Well,
yeah, he's gonna make bank off of that.
Yeah.
It's gonna get that sick. We're gonna pay him an exposure, and then he's gonna get tons of programming.
Not to draw a particularly unfavorable comparison on purpose, but like this does sound fairly similar to the like need GF sign that Chris Chan would hold up and kind of
well,
only in the vaguest senses.
No, well, I wouldn't say it's malicious. It's just creepy. Like that.
I'm not even trying to say he's creepy. I just mean it's
well, Chris was being creepy, holding up a sign that's like, "Come and talk to me if you want to be my girlfriend." Like, I don't know.
So creepy though. I think it's not going to work. Obviously.
Yeah.
I think it's just such a social faux pas that it just comes off as
It's not
creepy.
evil, but it's icky, and it's like, what? What?
I mean,
what are you doing?
Yeah, that's fair.
This guy, I don't know. I don't know what the end goal is here. I wonder if he just wants more Facebook followers
very
or
raw
what?
and honest. It's just like, I want to share this stuff, and that's why I put it on Facebook, and now I'm bringing it out into like the real world. I'm sharing my Facebook post in the meat.
Yeah,
I have a crazy theory. Maybe he just wants to make friends because friends are good and valuable and increase the worth of your life. Maybe that's the goal.
I thought of
Can you imagine?
Kind of.
Yeah. Because only someone like Chris Chan would want friends.
Well, no, because Chris Chan's out there like with a sign, like advertising himself like for friendship, with a girl, but still, same.
No, Nate, it's not the same at all. Totally different. All right,
this
guy's literally handing out his resume on the street.
He's out. He's out.
Nate,
it's not the same as fucking with a girlfriend sign.
This is why it's different.
What's the big difference? I don't get it.
This is why it's different. Because with Chris Chan, he's saying, he's like imposing, like, you become my girlfriend. What this guy's doing is he's just putting himself out there and letting you come to him. It's totally different.
But Chris Chan's doing that too. He's letting you come to him with his need girlfriend.
No, because Chris Chan is starting with an ask. He's saying, like, be my girlfriend. That's like if this guy was saying, like, be my friend. He's just saying, like, hey, do you want to play soccer? It's different.
I would say that the implication of Chris's sign is that anything less than a romantic connection is unwanted and unwelcome.
Sure, okay.
But like this guy, I'm sure if this guy got a girlfriend from doing what he's doing, that would be fine. I'm sure if he had sex with a lady or whatever, wink,
or better yet, play chess with
that would be fine. Yeah, or playing chess in his hotel room.
This guy is like just looking for any kind of interaction. It's for as little as just like taking a piece of paper to like being on a podcast.
Maybe there's no business goal here. Maybe it's just as simple as go out there, panhandle, because he says panhandling in the thing. Yeah, go out there, have a hat, like if people want to give you money to juggle the soccer ball, meet people and be social and, reap the benefits that come with that generally.
Seems totally fine.
Whatever they may be.
I want to move this from joke to reality. Literally, can we, like, if we see him in Harvard Square, because I'm sure we would go there anyway, regardless. Let's literally get him in an RFCK episode. There's no reason not to.
I really doubt that he's gonna be down to come to someone's house.
You just go up to him and like, hey, dude, like, we like your blog. Do you want to be on a Let's Play with us? I don't think that would. I think he's the kind of guy that would go for that.
I agree.
I guess we could ask.
The worst you can say is no.
Let's ask.
I don't see it. I don't see it working.
The worst you could say is yes, and then murder you in your house.
Because he's probably got plans.
He's got big plans.
Okay, I think he's the type of person who would have a free calendar and be down to not only just come on this Let's Play for fun, but also to like push his blog. I think
you want to meet him. You want to meet the guy.
There. I think that he says he needs a permit. I think that he's got a permit and he's probably got a plan. He's going to be there from such and such time to such and such time.
Then
sounds like probably
not
abandoned.
Then schedule a time when he's free. I don't know.
Maybe.
I think we should ask. I think we should definitely ask him.
Can't hurt.
This might be the adult baby diaper love that we need.
I don't see it working out. I'd be surprised if it did. But we can
pessimistic,
ask. Sure.
Ben. You're pessimistic.
If nothing else, you should do something for Rowdy Fuckers on the spot right there. Just turn on the camera and do something.
He seems to like strangers taking videos of him.
I mean,
we could just
there you
record ourselves playing chess.
It will be a Let's Play of soccer. We can just do a soccer Let's Play.
A Let's Play of chess.
Yeah, plenty of time to talk.
Yeah.
All right, guys. The only way this will fail is he's not there. We will get some sort of RFCK content if he's there, even if it's just us recording him.
Just stalk his Facebook, figure out his schedule, and intercept.
Yeah, I think he's got a schedule.
Follow the schedule.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or you could just, message him on Facebook.
That's true.
Oh,
we
God.
have his contact info.
Oh God, we could do that.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. What's his Facebook?
I've got a link. I'll post it later.
Please.
I've got the URL.
Yeah, I'm gonna DM him.
I've said it
DM
enough.
him.
All right.
Well, there you go.
That's Jeff. That's Jeff, the soccer guy.
Yeah. What a legend. What a sick dude.
Coming soon to a podcast near you.
I sure hope so. I wait with bated breath.
That'd be pretty neat. That would be pretty fucking neat.
Well, team, what do you say we just transition to questions now? I feel like we've really done a bunch of good shit here. And, I don't know.
Let's end on a high note.
Yeah, let's
do that.
The soccer guy.
That's a good idea. All right. Sick. Let me,
he's now up there at the pantheon of the likes of, like, Colt Corona and Undertale. He's a great PCP character.
That's right.
He's going to be in the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble. Okay, if he's on the RFCK, he's going to be in the next Royal Rumble.
All right, if you can make that happen.
Can we give him a soccer ball or something? Like,
Maybe.
Can we do... Yeah, all right. Soccer guy.
Just give him, like, a soccer outfitter. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
Or what is it? It's, so everybody, voicemails... Here we go.
I didn't ask for questions in the lounge. I'll do that right now.
Oh yeah, shit, I forgot to.
Hurry
You know what? We're skipping Twitter this week. Fuck you, people. Pity questions are dead. No, okay.
We have a better way now.
Yeah, you know what? I am out of pity this week just because I forgot. So sorry, everybody. But I didn't tell you that there'd be any questions, so you haven't lost anything. All right, there you go.
I feel like audio questions carry us like pretty far.
We've gotten quite a few things that say like just literally stop doing the text questions, and we could definitely possibly do that.
I'm pretty in favor with that. I mean,
I've been thinking that maybe they're just like this is just a better way.
Let's just cancel it. Let's cancel text questions. Munchy, go cancel that.
Okay. I'm literally going to say actually never mind.
Literally, I'm typing it too. Canceled.
All right.
Oh shit, I'm doing it. Hang on.
Where can our viewers go to ask us an audio question?
They can go to speakpipe.com/PCP voicemail, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that's the one. That's where you go, people. All right. Shit. Everyone's freaking out now that we're never doing it again.
Who cares? If they got a question, they can ask it in SpeakPipe.
Okay, here I go. All right, here we go. First question. We got to check in, of course, with One Spar on his continuing quest to do something.
Very true. Yeah.
Let's.
I feel like I'm out of touch with the saga.
Yeah, One Spar
I'm definitely
he was like
out of touch
he was
here.
arrested by the police last episode, I think, because he was trying to get those damn
Starbucks
timestamps.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He was kicked out of Starbucks because he was using the public Wi-Fi. The whole quest is One Spar is trying to get all the timestamps of every time we've mentioned Starfleet on this podcast. Which One Spar we did have a reference to Starfleet in this episode.
That's true.
I mentioned it offhand. I don't know if that counts. So that last week he got arrested at Starbucks. The week before he was at an insane asylum because he's like bleeding out the eyes, and they took him to a regular hospital, and that's how he escaped.
He just needs those timestamps, man.
This is we don't know why he needs them yet. It has not been revealed.
No,
the mystery
cagey
continues
about that.
All right, let's go to the thing.
All right, let's see what you got. One Spar, lay it on us, friend.
Oh, PCP, it's bad. Those guys who wear cups. They had some red shirts on. They broke my legs and they threw me in the woods. But that's not the worst part. I checked the document. There's like almost no timestamps.
Oh no.
Oh man, I'm really discouraged right now. In fact, if I got even one piece of constructive criticism, no matter how valid, it would break my will to live for sure. The good news is I got the latest episode of the PCP. I'm gonna play it real quick.
Oh,
hey,
good.
One Spar. The number of Google search results is not a data point.
Yeah. All right. The saga continues.
There it is, everybody. Putting actual effort into his question. That's One Spar from One Spar Weekly.
Continues to set the bar too high for any of the rest of you.
Please help this man with his timestamps. Shit, where's post in the comments, One Spar, where they can. I don't know where this document is with the updates. I assume it's on his channel somewhere.
I guess we could put it in the show notes.
Yeah, maybe we should. If you can give us to that.
Yeah, sounds fair. Sounds fair.
All right. Well, anyway, let's move along here. We've got another one here from Tomaso Chaco Taco, another favorite.
Ohio.
Ohio to you, Chaco. Let's hear what you have to say.
Years ago, I was at a slumber party. my friend said, "Hey, we got Cinemex. Let's stay up late and watch porn." And I said, "All right." So we stayed up late and we started watching the porn. Now I was the channel changer.
Oh God, I hope this isn't going
because the remote sucked and didn't work half the time. So while I was sitting there, I heard my friends like arguing for a bit, and then it got weirdly quiet. So I was like, all right, what the fuck's going on? So I turn around, and my friend's mouth is an inch away from my other friend's dick. And as soon as his lips touch that dick, cum just shoots into his mouth, and he just starts screaming and like crying and everything. Think was gonna happen? We're trying to get him to shut the fuck up, but through the commotion, we got caught, and he had to swallow the cum because his dad is a pastor.
Can you imagine a worse fate?
To see what was in his mouth.
Oh God!
What was the gayest thing you've ever experienced? You know,
listening to this voicemail.
I've never experienced anything anywhere close to that gay. You know, not, and I never will. Knock on wood.
Yeah, let's pray for that. I mean, there is that story that I've told before about how me and my buddy John, college roommates, we were just both lying in bed, like across from each other.
That's pretty gay already.
Look, I know it's sad. Look, we're in two separate beds across the room.
Sure.
And what was it? John just says to me, "Hey, like we're both tucked in, ready to go to sleep." He's just like, "Hey, dude, my dick's out right now." He had under the blankets. He had taken out his dick. And I just say, "Dude, I'm going to do it too." I yell to him across the room. And he's like, "No, don't do it. We'll be gay." And by the time I got mine out, luckily his was tucked away safely, so we weren't gay. We narrowly avoided being gay.
Cool. A happy ending.
I have some bad news for you.
Anybody else?
That was still pretty gay.
I don't think I've ever been gay.
No.
Everyone thought I was gay, but I didn't actually. I mean, I was gay in the sense that I was a faggot, but I don't know if I've ever done something gay.
Yeah,
I guess the only kind of gay thing I've experienced is what I was telling Ben when he was over. We were getting Wendy's. Was that I'm on Tinder. Yeah, and since I am bisexual, or as I call it, part-time gay, I found out
you're a fair weather faggot, as we like to call it.
Yeah. Agreed. Hashtag that one for sure.
That's a good one.
So I've just found out that I think gay guys are just much more desperate because I'm much more popular with gay men than with women.
Men in general are more desperate for sure.
Men are just more proactive.
I'm desperate. That's why I'm on Tinder.
Fair enough. Men are just willing to fuck way more easier than women. Men are more proactive. Men have to initiate the conversation almost all the time. Yeah, it's very makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, all right, you're well on your way to another gay
and I guess
experience.
that carries over to the gay sphere as well.
Let's see. Okay, so here's another message. Oh, yeah, Munchy?
I think the gayest thing I've ever experienced was one time I was like, I don't even know what I was doing. I was just hanging out behind my middle school. And someone came up to me and said, "So, you're gay, right? I heard you're gay. Whoa. Just wanted to make sure, you're gay, right?"
Wait, was this a man who was saying this?
Yeah, this is another man. And I was like, no, but might as well think it anyway.
Oh, man. That's sad.
And then he was like, "Okay, cool," and then he went away.
In high school, there was a girl who wanted to date me.
Yeah.
And I didn't, and we went on a date to the mall, and I didn't really like her. She asked if she could kiss me, and I said no.
Lol.
And, I wasn't feeling it. And, she tried to, she utterly devastated my reputation by spreading the heinous rumor that I was gay. It didn't stick at all, and it meant nothing.
Okay.
I found it mildly amusing that an attempt was made.
I feel
the story doesn't go anywhere.
I almost sort of see why she might think that. If she thinks that she's attractive and that this doesn't make sense,
Yeah, it's like, oh, he must be gay.
So maybe it wasn't malicious, really. I don't know.
I mean, you're spreading a rumor. And that sort of
even if
rumor
you think,
will hurt
even if you think it's
reputation.
true, if you think it's true, if you're going around being like, oh, that guy.
That was a way to
gay.
protect her ego. Like, she could have just said immediately when you said no. It's like, oh, is it because you're gay?
Nobody had to know. Nobody had to know that this happened. Maybe she told her friends. And
right,
her friends
that's what I was
going
to say.
Oh, you know he's gay. He must just be gay, or else he would have.
And then the chatterboxes begin, and then it spreads
and they're like,
so
oh, you think he's gay? Oh, yeah, girl. Oh, he's definitely gay. There's no other reason why he would have snubbed you like that. It's
Yeah,
like, well, okay, well, he's fucking gay. Yeah, and he's a jerk too.
These
are
the cycles begin. Yes.
Yeah.
Also, he did try to rape me. That was fucked up.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that was
me
true.
too.
That one was true. That wasn't a rumor.
I guess he thought that it was a guy or something, because, like, he's gay, but he tried to rape me still, so I don't know what's going on there.
Excellent. Well, there was that, like, I guess this was also pretty gay. There was just that one time that someone comes up to me and is like,
gay sex.
Hey, Nate,
I forgot about that one.
That girl, well, yeah. Nate, see that girl over there? She wants to date you. And I just sit there and say, okay, and then do nothing. I did nothing. I didn't exactly reject, but I just did nothing. Kind of
reminds me of the girl in Only Yesterday. Like the girls march up to her in lockstep and they announce like, so and so has a crush on you, ha 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 ha, and they run away and she's like, oh okay, oh dear.
I don't. Well, women, it's like it's different, I guess, because there's like different standards for this stuff. I don't know, whatever.
Because it's different for girls.
Everything's different. All right, let's play another one. Here's one from Ironclad Argument. Let's see what he's got.
Is this guy's name?
So I'm listening to the podcast, and I hear Digi come out with this like ironclad argument.
Name drop.
Why do I have to be smart? What's the benefit? And I thought to myself, right. Why do I need to know things? You're so smart, Digi. But out of nowhere, everyone turns his back on him and starts saying, because it's good to be smart. And it's like, you know what? That's dumb. You guys are dumb. You know what's a good way to have arguments and truly know things? Not be smart and continue to ask why instead of answer the question. Digi, what the fuck kind of argument is that? Oh my god, I got a fucking hemorrhoid.
Yeah, all right.
So
Digi was arguing, as he does, that like
was this last episode?
It was last
episode.
Okay.
So I can't remember what. It's something.
We were talking about
books.
And Digi was saying you don't need to read books because you can just hear a summary of it.
essay.
And the argument against was like books give you more context. You can understand the ideas better. And Digi was like, if I know what the idea is, why do I have to understand it? Why do I need to be smart? And it was just another one of those stupid things you just have to push under the rug and be like, I guess I can still be his friend.
If it's so great to not be smart, if being smart is so bad, then why then, Mr. Ironclad, did you say that the idea that you should be smart is dumb?
That's why I latched on to too. Yeah.
Bad. Yeah.
I thought that was sarcasm. I thought he was siding with us.
I think he changed his tune at the end.
In the end, he did in the end. Yeah. Okay.
Revealing his master plan.
Right.
Yeah.
Might not be smart enough to follow that, but I'll explain it for you.
Here's one for
Agreed. Digi's an idiot. There we go.
The comments from the last episode, as they appear currently in my present, may not be for your present viewer, but they're basically all just WTF, the PCP is good now, ? And also, Digi, what the fuck are you talking about? Those are the only two comments that we get.
Oh yeah?
Hey,
is that true?
You know what? You know what's great? You know what's great about the setup? Like, cause the episodes go up on Fridays, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That means that like people will listen to it on Friday. Then right after that, they can go to the whatever, I forget the site, but the one where you send your email or your audio mail.
Pipe. Yeah.
Like you can send it like right after you listen, and then we record the next episode like a day after that.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
that's why we changed the date.
Yeah. It's almost like that was intended, so we could get feedback shortly before we record.
I see. Well, I'm sure that no one I know came up with a plan that good.
Here's another message from our good friend DeVry University. Let's.
Man.
What do you got?
No idea who this is.
Please discuss the fetishization of autism.
Oh,
yeah,
that's it. That's the whole thing.
I want to say shout outs to John Boyce on YouTube. He's got a video about the history of the highest scoring basketball game ever, I think. And it features one of the teams involved was the DeVry University basketball team, which almost doesn't really exist, but does just enough that they technically did take part in technically the highest scoring basketball game of all time.
Does DeVry University even still exist at all?
I think so.
I believe it does, yeah. And some of its campuses might even have a basketball team.
I don't know what DeVry University is. Is this like a 1980s
No,
it was like one of those for-profit colleges, and they advertise on TV.
They advertise on like Adult Swim and all that.
They were like, if you want to be like, you guys, you want to design video games? Come to DeVry University. You know, one of those guys.
Yeah.
I think the reason I don't think they exist anymore is I just don't watch TV, so I haven't seen an ad for DeVry in literally years.
Yeah,
dude,
same.
sitting down to watch TV after, like, obviously not, and being on the internet, and being able to have ad block on, and just watch whatever you want, whenever you want to watch it.
It's like strapping. It's like strapping. You know how the Thing in the Fantastic Four fame, he has a thing where he's made of rocks, but there's also an effect where, like, because he's being turned to stone, it has an effect on his mind, and it's hard for him to think, and it like slows down his thoughts, and which is kind of fucked up. And like watching TV has that effect on me. Like my brain morphs and becomes solid and can't, like, it smooths out the wrinkles, you guys. All those wrinkles are just getting smooth the fuck out.
What a shame.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, that's what it does.
I haven't turned on a television just to watch like broadcast or cable television, and
I can't even remember.
I don't even remember the last time.
I don't turn it on, but whenever I go downstairs, my mom's watching TV, so.
It'll be interesting to see what like it's like for like our kids when they're like what are they going to grow up consuming media with? Will they be on YouTube? Will they be on like Netflix?
They'll be on Twitch watching their favorite Twitch.
They're going to have augmented reality.
Twitch.
They're watching their dad. They're watching their They'll be watching their dad stream Dragon Warrior Monsters tonight on Twitch.tv/Saint Comics with an X.
No. Disgusting.
Well, to answer the question, the fetishization of autism, is that like when you've got like a really dumb anime girl with like really big tits? Is that like, does that count?
I think what he means is the idea that autism is now seen as like a pseudo good thing, or potentially a good thing, or like
Einstein being autistic or something.
An alternate way of thinking that gives people superpowers in certain contexts.
You know who's into this? You know who's way into that? Digi.
Is it Digi?
Yeah, we all know.
I thought we were talking about Digi. I thought he was referring specifically to Digi, and I think Digi said that he talked about it on like a pub crawl or something.
I'm kind of glad that Digi's not here because I don't want to hear his answer to this question because fuck that.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I think Digi is not wrong that like it could be like it's useful for some people to like help them focus or something.
I'm fascinated with his idea of the new type. I love his idea of the new type.
That's like cool. Digi just uses autism as a synonym for new types from Gundam. So anytime you hear autism, just think of a new type for Gundam.
By the way, are totally different and have very few similarities between them.
Well,
I don't know. New types are like literal superhuman.
Autists autists have their strengths. You know, they have things that they're hyper focused on, and it drives them to great knowledge and great ability in a very specific field, which is pretty cool sometimes.
That's my
I feel like
thought process.
I'm not trying to get overly critical or whatever, but like I feel like if you asked like the mother of an autistic child, like, hey, what do you think about like your kid having autism? I don't think they'd be so positive. I don't think they'd be like,
no.
I think it would depend.
I mean, yeah.
Well, here's the thing, dude. Millennials can have kids now, and millennials, like, if you're like a super progressive leftist millennial, you bet that they're not going to say anything bad about it. They're like, it's great.
I think that's somewhat of a warped perception because I think even baby boomers would be like, my son, what do you like? Autism isn't that bad. My son can do anything that another boy can do.
But
he's not. He's just he's a little different. He learns a little differently, but he's very smart in his own way.
I'm not saying that they do believe that. I'm sure I agree with you that it must be some part of some people's minds, but who are you to say that is how they all think?
No one at all.
Damn.
That's
owned.
Fair. That's fair.
Owned.
I don't know.
We've got a lot of people in this chat that are just sitting on the sidelines, just waiting for the mouths to be fed.
That's true. That's fine, including the Rhythm Bot. What do you have to say for yourself?
Yeah, they just waddle on up to the trough here and just wait for the slop to pop.
I don't know. I just want to say about this thing. I feel like the way we talk about autism is just extremely uninformed. Am I wrong there?
Absolutely.
Am I wrong about that?
I completely agree. Completely agree.
No,
all right.
Of course.
So, and you know what? I bet not to be. I bet we have a a fair number of autistic people listening right now.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think about this fetishization.
That would be interesting, because like I always feel like the whole like autism joke is like very much like done intentionally.
Yeah.
And it's just for the giggles.
Right.
And like no one should be taking it seriously.
That's very true.
Unironically, I wonder if Digi takes it seriously.
You have any expertise, let us know, ladies and gentlemen in the audience.
Like, please.
All right, let's see what we got. Here's another one. Oh boy, I think I know where this is going. This is from...
How many more do we have?
I've got 6 more.
Okay, that's reasonable.
We've got Dentist Defender. Let's see what he's got to say.
I know that Digi's not going to be here because the podcast never works the way that it should.
There you go.
I'm trying to voice a voicemail with someone. But the idea that brushing your teeth is not necessary is just so smooth-brained. And just I literally was screaming in the car when I heard Digi talk about this. So he's only focused on cavities.
What a term. God.
Essentially. Well, there's so many other aspects of your teeth that you need to protect. If your enamel gets thin, boy, you're going to get fucked up. There's so many things that brushing helps with. And, like, if you have your wisdom teeth in, like, you got to clean those. And let me recommend, boys, flossing is a must. Well, that's it.
True.
This is getting long. And I was screaming in my car. Please stop this man. Stop
was
him now.
Digi?
He was
against.
Yeah, he sure was.
He was.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't know we had a dentist listening to our podcast.
Yeah.
But
Well, this man's a dentist defender. Maybe his dad's a dentist.
We all agree that he's wrong.
We 100% all agree.
I mean, there's people here in this chat. I mean, I don't take great care of my teeth. I'm sure Nate takes really good care of his teeth.
I try,
all across the range of spectrum here. We can all agree that Digi is wrong.
I would assume that I probably take only slightly better care of my teeth than Digi, but I'm 100% able to confirm and like admit that it's a terrible decision and I'm a worse person for it.
Well, if I don't brush my teeth, I know that I'm doing something wrong.
Well, here's the thing,
it's a mistake.
Here's the thing, though. I think Digi would agree. I want to speak on his defense because since he's not here, it's just like the things that we care about that are helped by us brushing our teeth. Could those just be things Digi does not care about, and therefore there's no objective standard?
Well, Nate,
no.
You heard him talking last episode.
I'm very convinced that Digi is not educated on what will happen to your teeth. Look,
that's reasonable.
Like maybe,
Nate,
right? Maybe if we looked into it,
right?
Yeah. Maybe if we looked into it, we would find that not brushing your teeth does not have certain effects on. But there's so many things. This guy's right. Like worn enamel and stuff.
And gingivitis.
It's
and
more.
Shit, gotta clean your gums.
Yeah, your gingivitis, your gums. You can get you can fucking rot your teeth roots and need a root canal.
Sure.
Like there's.
Well, Ben, Digi's point. Digi's point wasn't like just neglect your teeth. His real point was like, and this guy was just refuting him, that like if you just don't consume sugar, that like solves most of the issue. That was his main.
Pretty sure that's totally wrong and stupid.
I don't know. Well,
I think
I don't know enough to say one way or the other, but it sounds more wrong than right.
That would affect.
That sounds like some That sounds like some bullshit childhood like parents saying, "Oh, don't eat sugar; it'll rot your teeth." Like grown up.
I'm sure Digi would elaborate.
That
never looked into it any further than that.
That's not the be all end all like thing that has to do with teeth health. That's not the only thing that matters.
It might be the biggest one. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't think
I'm
so.
gonna keep brushing my teeth.
In defense
I don't really
is that
think
back
that
in the Middle Ages there was not a whole ton of sugar for the peasants, and I don't think they had perfect teeth.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it was
just
fine.
Throwing that one out there.
Fair point.
But I will say that when sugar was introduced in like late Renaissance, they did have really bad teeth. Sugar is bad for your teeth, but not so bad.
Fair enough.
It is the be all end all. That's all I'm saying.
All right, let's move on to our next one here. This is from Sheepolution.
It sounds like someone else.
Go.
Hey guys, so I followed Ben Saint's advice and started fasting. My goal was to reach a week, but sadly, a few hours ago I ate something. I really hate myself now, actually. Like,
I hate you too.
Tasted good. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I can still be proud of myself for reaching 3 hours without eating food.
There it is.
Please let me know if you have any advice so I can reach a week. And if not, to the other members, my question is, what would you have a hard time not doing for a week that isn't a basic human need or sexual?
Okay.
Thanks.
What do you got?
My advice. You made it to 3. Well, can you count to 7 times 24 is 140 is 116? Can you count to 168? Just make it to 168, and then you'll have done it.
Just do that hourly. Add 1 to that, and then just do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't eat until you hit 168.
Practical advice: he should probably take like vitamins and water. Lots of water, maybe.
Yeah. You keep like drinking water, like you
Drink
just fill up your gut.
you
don't feel like eating.
Take a multivitamin. Drink tea. Put
tea.
Apple cider vinegar.
It has caffeine in it. Tastes great. 0 calories. Tea is beautiful.
Caffeine has so little. I mean, tea has so little caffeine.
You always say that. You always say that, and I don't feel it. I feel the caffeine rush. And I drink caffeine all the time. I'm desensitized to it.
Speaking of caffeine,
it has caffeine.
I remember when we were young. I remember one time you bought like a powdered keg, not like a bottle of powdered caffeine or something. Was that? Am I remembering that right? Was that a real thing?
Was it creatine?
I thought it was fucking literally caffeine, and I
don't remember buying powdered caffeine.
I'm pretty sure like caffeine is lethal if you eat it straight.
I mean, that's why I was concerned at the time.
Yeah, if you eat it straight. I mean, actually, my housemate had like a bag of like. I mean, it probably wasn't straight, but it was a bag of powder, and I would take like a little scoop of like a tiny, like like an eighth of a teaspoon or something, and I would like dissolve it in my drink some of the time.
Dude, the first time I ever had a 5-hour energy, I felt like I was the elephant's foot from Chernobyl. I felt like the acid was going through my throat and infecting all my body from the inside out, and I was turning into like a small blob of like radioactive energy, and that like all my friends were gonna have to build like an iron cast around me to keep the power in, because I was just, I was turning to like a black hole, and I was going to like exactly 1 by 1 Minecraft dot block. And once I reached maximum capacity, I would just explode out in all directions and infect all around. That's why I felt when drinking 1 sip of a 5-hour energy.
I've literally never had a 5-hour energy.
Yeah, I don't know if I have either.
Okay. The most distinct thing about 5-hour energy is that you'll get super hot and you feel like you're on fire. You feel like you are in acid and on fire.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, it's really awful. It's really like crazy.
Those B vitamins will fuck you up. Does anyone have an answer for this? Things that you could go for a week without doing that isn't sexual or food or something. I mean, video games, I guess. Like, I really like video games. Though I pretty regularly can go for a week without playing them, though.
It would really be hard for me to not go on the internet at all.
The internet, YouTube.
Social media in general would be a tough one.
Yeah.
Which is relevant, because it's funny, Michelle just got fucking banned from Twitter, and it's really fucking her up.
Big Champ. Big Champ came after her.
That's right.
And, they came after her oils. She was...
she was trying to spread the word to protect us all.
She was trying to protect our oils, and they fucking... They closed her down.
Hopefully she'll be back in a couple of days, though.
Hopefully. Michelle's really funny on Twitter, by the way.
You know, there was another message I didn't want to play because it was overly personal, but somebody out there just said how funny Michelle was on Twitter, and I'm not going to get into it, but they also said someone else was not real funny, which is why I didn't want to play it. But yeah. You're beloved, Michelle.
Can I ask you who after?
You can ask me who
after.
Sure, I'll link it to you.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I'm very curious.
All right.
Instantly, I believe that it's me, and I'm sure that it is.
Is it a member? Is it one of us?
I will not comment until the end of the stream. I will not say any more.
Is it you, Nate?
I
won't you, and that's why you don't want to say it.
God damn it.
Okay.
All right. Here's one from Clab. Clab. What do you got?
Hello, CP. I'm a big Nate fan, the only kind of fan that is actually appropriate.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, when is Nate going to start the third right of the PCP so we can purge all these dream levels?
Yeah, fuck them.
And get some more utilitarian ideals going on here, because without Nate constantly speaking about Starfleet, my soul, my being has been crushed.
I have something to say.
And I don't know what to do anymore.
I have something important to say.
So, I'm 17. I have no direction. I need Nate to tell me how to live my life. And the dreams are not good, despite what everyone tells you. Stop. Also, voicemails are much better than the stupid Twitter shit.
You're in luck.
Never do that again. Thank you. Good night.
Perfect vertical slice of a terrible, stupid question for the PCP. It has everything bad about it that I could even
As long
think of.
as I continue to hold a supreme authority over the voicemails, my people will have their voice.
As long as you allow in the 17-year-olds with no dilection who want to just parrot everything that you say and claim that it's philosophy.
I just feel like this is how a cult starts, with like aimless 17-year-olds who will just, they want to hear a voice of strength and direction in their lives. Clab, you and me, buddy.
But they have to settle with you.
Why does this person think that he's the only one that didn't like the dreams? Nobody liked the dreams. Everyone in the comments was like, don't let anyone talk about their dreams again.
No, this isn't a point specifically about the dreams. I think this guy is talking about like there's been in the Discord thing, there's been people being like hashtag let mage dream. And then I've just come in saying like, no, dreams are banned. No dreams of any kind. Pure, raw materialism. Like, I think that's what he's talking about and shit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I see. All right, fair enough.
So good on you, Clab. You're a good man. I got nothing but respect for you.
Anyway, you want to tell him how to live his life. He needs direction.
Just check out New Wiagwa one of these days.
Hey guys, it's me, a Best Guy Ever fan, and I just want to say I really agree with Nate's strong, passionate speeches. I really take that to heart.
I really find Best Guy Ever is passion inspirational, and it's inspired me to make my own YouTube channel where I will be discussing my favorite anime, just my hero.
You've made a miscalculation, friend.
I plan to destroy him and take his power one of these days. I plan to trample him and leave him in the dust.
Do as I say, not as I do. Become a scientist.
And I know that he would do the same for me. So no hard feelings, Buster. Thanks for taking my call and have a nice day.
Hashtag racism.
Hashtag a future for white children. All right, moving on. This was one from okay, this is a weird, I think it's a Polish name. It's like Simon with Szymon Wisniewski. Simon Wisniewski. All right, let's see what he's got.
That doesn't sound right.
I
Fucking
don't
Poles.
even know why I'm here. I can't even speak English properly. I'm from some shitty Eastern European country. Fuck! Well,
okay.
What I'm trying to
Settle
say
it down.
is, hearing Mage talk in fluent English, despite not being a native speaker, is very motivating. And I think I developed my vocabulary and listening comprehension skills thanks to the PCP.
Oh, that's nice.
Thanks.
Okay.
Good job.
Mage says...
I don't play voicemails that are just questions. People who send them are basically cheating, and it's kind of redundant. Because, you have...
Not anymore.
Specifically for that.
Okay, duly noted.
Okay.
Mage says that her knowledge of English, that her like ability to learn English was like her best subject in school, and like she says that she's just like just took to it really fast.
I want to guess. I'm going to ask you: are you Austrian? I want to know: are you Austrian or some country around that area? Please respond.
I'm based on his name. I'm guessing he's Polish because like his name matches the Polish like SKI at the end.
Oh, what was it? Yeah,
it's Wisniewski, something like that.
Okay.
Oh wait, W's or V's in Polish, right? So it's Wisniewski. No, that's not right. I don't know.
And I think okay. So he probably Polish or I don't know, Ukrainian.
Yeah,
or,
I guess
okay.
Latvian
Anyway,
or whatever.
What was his question?
He didn't have a well. No, what did he say? Oh well, his like point was that like
he was saying that non-question
voicemails
are
because it's
redundant.
And I kind of agree, but now it's not a
way.
problem because I guess we've just killed text questions.
I want to say stick with learning English, and I also want to say similarly that I love you. You live in Europe. And I love you, and I respect you, and God, and like hashtag God, I wish that were me.
Munchy, you're one of these fucking Americans who's like, oh my God, if only I lived in Europe, I'd have so much culture and personality, and I'd actually have a
why don't you go vote for Obama, you fucking libtard.
That's right, you communist globalist piece of shit. Join the European Union.
Okay, I want to go to a country to experience what the country is like and its specific culture.
Embarrassing. America is the only culture you need to know about, boy. So get used to it.
All right.
You should visit other countries, but like if you lived in another country, then there wouldn't be anything special.
I got a plan. I got a plan for you, Munchy.
That's not true at all. Because I've grown up in America. Yes. I've grown up in America. So
no. What I mean is, if you had lived your whole life in like if you were let's say this guy's Polish. There's nothing cool about being sorry, Wisniewski. There's nothing cool about being Polish because it's just a country like any other country.
Well, okay,
living there is not cool.
That there's cool things about being Polish in the same way that there's cool things about being America. You guys are just reading anti-American sentiments for no reason to what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that
I'm saying that you seem to be jealous that he lives somewhere other than America, and I'm like, nowhere it's cool.
I'm not saying that America is bad in any way.
I know you're not saying
that I appreciate the culture from whence this guy has crawled out.
Stop fetishizing foreigners, Munchy. Cease it immediately.
Fetishizing?
That's you. Stop sexualizing Wisniewski. He's a good man. He doesn't deserve your sexual gaze. Cast it elsewhere, friend.
You don't know anything about his culture. Why do you respect it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what country he's from, but I do
exactly.
know. I like the general history from from Eastern Europe. I like the sort of things that have occurred there. I think that they're interesting, and I enjoy the history from whence he has crawled out from.
I wonder if any Pole would be offended for you to lump all of Eastern Europe together into one thing. You'd be like, oh, it's all, I like the general things that happen in Eastern Europe.
I'm not saying they're all the same. I'm saying that they have interlocked in history, because that's just how history is that if you're next to someone, then you have a similar history to them because you have interacted with them.
Apparently people in what we call Eastern Europe do not like that term.
Really?
They don't like being lumped together as, quote, Eastern Europe.
Hashtag Munchy is racist, but I've also got a plan. I've got a plan for you, Munchy. Here it is. You are such an absolute unit, such an absolute massive lad, that why don't you individually secede from the Union and go be an individual member state of the European Union? Just go, float out in the ocean and just attach yourself to the big octopus tentacles. Go join them.
All I'm hearing right now is you like something else,
and that's
then
a problem.
You can't like where you are now. You
Yeah.
just can't like anything else. If you like another thing, that means you pride that above literally every other nation on Earth.
Okay, I will say that I think that you have a little bit of grass is greener going on. I think a little bit of that.
I don't think America is bad in any way.
But like Ben was saying, you're
I've said nothing about America being even slightly negative.
Oh, you grew up in Poland. Oh, that's so cool. That's so interesting.
Why is that bad? Why is it bad to say, that's an interesting situation that you have come from?
An interesting situation living in Poland.
Something that I have not done because I have not experienced it.
Literally everyone in the world has an interesting situation then because they grew up in X country.
That is true. Yeah, I agree with that.
Everyone's boring. Everyone's life is boring and dumb, and I don't care.
All I'm saying is that I'm fascinated and I'm deeply in a romantic love with all things history and European, and I think it's nice when we get to have a fan that's not from America because that's the majority of it. I think it's just interesting.
We've got a lot of fans that aren't from. We've got a lot of South American fans and European fans.
Yeah. It's I shouted out Latin American PCP fans the other day, and everyone was like, uno. Thank you, Munchy. Thank you very much.
Listen, Munchy. We tried multiculturalism. It didn't work. We're shutting it down. We're ending this once and for all. It's over.
Yeah, okay.
That's all there is to it. Okay.
Spoken like a true blue American.
I feel like I'm Julius Caesar. I'm just attacked on the Senate floor, and I'm just been gang mobbed for no reason because I said that I liked Europe. That was my crime here. That I liked Europe.
Yeah, I bet you also like,
I bet you also like fascism and communism too much. I bet you also hate capitalism, don't you?
Speaking of capitalism, we got another call from a dank wizard, phoning in from Eastern Europe, to use the racist term. All right, here we go. What do you got?
Hey, Nate, it's your boy, a dank wizard.
Good to see you.
I'm the dude who sent you those Kingdom Hearts cards a while back.
Oh,
and, you didn't open all of them, you fucking piece of shit. What did you do with them? What the fuck did you do with them?
I threw them away, I think.
What the fuck you do? If you sold them,
did you actually?
Yeah, I think I did.
Because those things go for a shit ton on eBay. But,
God damn it.
You only opened like... I think you had like 3 or 4 more you could open.
It was like 6 packs or something.
Open them. And I appreciate that you even.
Who would think these are valuable? They're shitty knockoff Kingdom Hearts trading cards.
I was just wondering if you were gonna ever open them again, like on a video.
I can't believe you would throw that away.
I'm just curious what the fuck happened to them.
I opened like 3 and they sucked.
Also, I totally relate to you with that Blanky story in the last episode, man. Like me and you had the exact same experience with the Blanky. Like I would shove that shit up my nose too. Like the only different thing is I would like take it out and kind of like feel between my fingers. It was really fucking weird and gross, and for some reason insanely gratifying. Really fucking weird. But
I'm having a stroke right now.
Nate. See you, buddy.
Love you too, buddy.
What is this Blanky story? I don't remember this at all.
I remember Blanky very clearly, and I had no idea you were shoving it up.
Okay, all right. The whole shoving it up my nose thing's a bit blown out of proportion. Like I did that sometimes. Let's forget. I was like 5 at the time, so let's not be too hard.
I got episode.
Last episode, I think I told the maybe it was more than one episode ago. I don't remember.
I'm losing my mind.
It could have been 2.
Wait, was that not on the bonus episode? Which, by the way, you can get access to at patreon.com/
the Procrastinators.
The Procrastinators. This month, the bonus episode it's a film cast. We reviewed classic film The Ant Bully.
Indeed.
So if you want to hear our thoughts on that, head on over and toss us some coin.
Listen, a dank wizard. I apologize. I definitely threw those away. I had no idea that they meant anything to anyone. And I don't regret it either.
Wait, what were they? What kind of cards were they?
They were Kingdom Hearts trading cards. And dude, I don't believe that they're valuable. How much could they possibly... Look, if you send anything to me, it goes into a black hole where you have no control over what happens to it after that point. And everyone needs to know that going in. So, I appreciate you sending stuff, and I would hope that you would be not discouraged from doing it again if you were so inclined. But, what am I going to do? Fucking open up a bunch of packs and be like, oh, yeah, I recognize Heartless and Nobodies and Sora.
Yeah, dude,
lame.
Like three Kingdom Hearts original booster packs go for like $25. So
that's too little money for me to worry about selling them on eBay. That's too much work.
That's a lot more than I expected.
What about single cards though? If the packs are worth money, the single cards are probably worth more.
If we're talking about Magic cards,
the rare ones probably.
Yeah, exactly. That's where the real money's at.
Magic the Gathering or even Yu-Gi-Oh! I have some context as to what's a good card, what's a bad card, and to know and I can get excited when I open them. I have no ground. I'm not grounded to know what's a good pull, what's a bad pull. So it's totally boring to open those packs. It's just yes, things from Kingdom Hearts. I could also
just gotta find out what the chase cards are.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
What you have,
that takes work.
Okay, Sora Wisdom Form Level 3 Kingdom Hearts TCG card, $40. Buy it now.
It's not bad. That's all right.
Roxas Level 1 SR Foil Break of Dawn Kingdom Hearts TCG card, also $40. Behemoth Level 6 SR Foil Disney Kingdom Hearts TCG, $15. Phantom Level 5, $18, and so on and so forth.
Nate could have thrown out couple $100 worth of shit.
He might have, maybe.
I mean, it's possible. Look, I'm sorry, Dank Wizard, you obviously are into it. I apologize. As a non-player, I had no grounding, didn't know what I got, and just assumed they were worthless. So, my bad. All right, we got one more voicemail here. This is from Mozilla Fennekin. Long time watcher.
I know that person.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see what he's got for us.
I know that person as a Ben St. patron. That's how I know him.
He's a patron of me too, I think.
Which Pokemon would be the best podcaster?
He was in one Nuzlocke. Oh.
Hang on. Which Pokemon would be the best podcaster?
Cast form.
Wait.
Oh, it's a joke.
Oh.
It's a joke, you guys.
Oh, how unfortunate.
It's a play on words.
Well,
because
yeah, they both got cast in their names.
Come on down to Neo Milwaukee.
Yeah, but which form of cast? Oh,
I love that song.
In New Los Angeles City,
you can see the slime economy crumble. In
Neo
Milwaukee, you can see
hear the
Juvie
stomachs rumble.
No, that song sucks.
Los Angeles City.
All right, it's actually pretty good.
Okay, I can't believe. Okay, that got such a cold reception. That got such such a cult. I don't know why. I have no idea how.
Why?
I
guess for me, by the way, we're talking about Rowdy Fuckers Cop Killer stuff at the moment. Bear with us for a second.
This was from the flag / national anthem / tourism video content.
I'll tell you why, Munchy. That's
Twitch.tv / Rowdy Fuckers Cop Killer.
That song was fairly verbose, and I couldn't like get into it at first, and the melody wasn't particularly memorable.
It wasn't.
I don't know.
I remember the okay.
I liked it, and I think it is a good and suitable anthem for the city.
Yeah, sure.
I don't think it's Sixton's best work.
Well, you know what it is?
I don't think it's his best work, but I do like it.
I don't like that song. Whatever. Like, it doesn't have like a memorable, like, crazy hook or anything. But the thing is,
I liked the rap. I liked the rap more. I liked Sixton's rap more, but it was less of an anthem.
Fucking,
you know
what is it? I was gonna say the thing is, like, AJ Shoops. Like, I think of so much more fondly. And I'm just, like, I'm not saying it's, like, a million times better or anything, even though it is. But what I'm saying is, like, I listened to that a bunch, and, like, listened to it a bunch and got way into it, and that was cool. Whereas I, like, didn't do that with Sixton. So, like, I think it's just
I like that Sixton's was, like, a real anthem, but also had RFCK stuff in it. I feel like it was a nice touch to have that sort of, like, old world, like, our world. It is a national anthem that you could hear, but had in this war calling cards.
It was the best thing.
Has any context to me.
Tom, you gotta join RFCK. You gotta join.
It's so listen.
No, it's great.
Tom and
It's
Digi,
great.
I want to fucking punch both of you in your stupid faces. You're so dumb. You're so fucking dumb.
Okay.
You can't even fucking beat Mega Man 11. You stupid cowards.
Neither did you.
Well,
just listen. Well, I would have. Okay, I had to go to sleep. It's just you. Just listen to what we're saying. We're speaking plain English. We're talking about there's a fucking city. It's full of slime, and we had a contest to pick the national anthem, and we fucking
they're
won.
just
That's
words.
It. How hard is this to understand? Like people
I
just know
understand
it's hard
so much
to follow
about it.
I
at
understand
all.
linguistically what you're saying, but because I'm not actively participating, the context is not there. Therefore, it means nothing to me.
it takes a while to understand what's going on in
This
Slime
is why
City.
me and Digi both said, Ben, please make a PCP University / style video on the fucking Endless War canon,
Why
so we can get caught up to speed.
It would be a joint one, if anything.
No, because Ben was here when we asked him.
Okay.
I've just got the necessary charisma. Munchy.
Oh, that's something a killer would say. That's a brazen lie that a killer would say. Lying right through his fucking shoddy teeth.
All right. Well, that's it for questions. And as we said,
okay, just one more quick thing. I know it's going on about RFCK, but like I've literally written a new like text channel that is like the text channel that you are set into if you join the server from any of the links now. So no matter what, whenever you join the server, you go to this channel.
Munchy,
and
here's what you need.
But I don't actually
that's fine,
think
Munchy.
that's true.
You need a video.
I don't actually think
No, I said it. I made it so that the only invite link is going to that channel.
Does it? Do you get a little like response blurb that's like you have arrived at the juvenile detention center?
No, you
don't. Me and Dwubo were talking about
Munchy,
that.
that's great. Ben, that's great. What you need is a video, an introductory.
Yeah,
like...
you're right.
Sure.
You're right.
I don't disagree.
We need
but I'm saying
we need a what is Endless War
exactly.
kind of like how to play.
What
is the
I'm
deal?
saying is that if you join the server, then you can tell with like literally less than 1 minute of reading exactly what is going on and everything you need to play the game.
The secondary thing that made me hesitant is Ben has said it's going to take like at least an hour a day of like effort to keep up with this shit, and I
guess.
All you need to know, like, if you just want to know what we're saying, you can just read that blurb and then know the basic what's happening.
I think you can give it as much or as little as you want, right? You can engage with it as much or as little as you want, and you know.
Okay. But you won't get that respect until you really commit.
I was just saying that since we nerfed sparring, it's not like Nate. You were sparring.
I was a
just
sparring
casually
fiend,
at work.
but now I've been completely cucked by.
But that wasn't that hard to do because you could just kind of look at your phone every 10 minutes or so, pop off a spar, and then
it was great. I missed it so much.
Yeah, but it was.
Nate,
too,
you're such a
it was
fucking
too
sparring
good.
fag. It's so
sparring was.
Nate, you were literally
perfect.
the only one.
Yeah,
you were literally the only one.
Well, I'm the only one who matters.
Really
I am the ultimate. All right, I am the Slime Corp delegate, and I will be treated with respect. God damn it.
Well, then how come you got fucking iced by Fat Yoshi?
Fat Yoshi's a piece of shit coward who didn't have the balls to follow me to the mine. He's never done a day of work in his fucking life. That fat fuck.
You were in a posse.
Let's end this. Let's end this.
But you slipped. You slipped, dude. All right.
Right. He's right. We'll settle this another day. All right. Patreon.com/theprocrastinators, people. $1, get in the bonus lounge, all right? You want to be there. It's fun times. Kill yourself. Second thing, $5 pledge. You get all the bonus episodes.
Listen, suggestion. Pledge to patreon.com/theprocrastinators before killing yourself.
That's a good idea.
Do not alert your credit card company that you are going to kill yourself.
Yeah.
Do not let them discover your body.
Yeah.
The longer we can go,
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, just let it roll. Just let it roll.
Once
baby.
they do, have a will that says all the money in your bank account goes to the procrastinators.
That would be really convenient if you could do that. And also, at TP Crastinators on Twitter, follow us there for updates. It's a good place to be. And of course, the YouTube, where you're watching right now, probably. All right, thanks for being here, everybody. We'll see you next week. Another episode, another Nutter Butter for your mother. Goodbye! Bye!